feel like it's gonna be one of those nights. One of those nights where I'm not only just a drink in the hand, and it's not even Friday night, and it's just water. But we got a great topic for you tonight. We're gonna go through some videos tonight, do some video reviews, and we're gonna talk about how you can leave America right where it is in America. We got people out there that criticize us brothers that are blue book gentlemen, passport bros, what have you, even the passport sisters, passport queens. And they don't like us. They do not like that you are happy. If you thinking that the people in the United States are just gathering around campfires and putting up billboards and posters and putting up advertisements on the side of subways and buses on behalf of us that got passports and are taking advantage of them, you are wrong. They ain't even happy for the military brothers for having passports. They definitely don't like the fact that we everyday citizens are taking advantage of the economic opportunities in other countries, the relationship opportunities, the investment opportunities, the networking, the medical opportunities that are out there in other countries where you can afford to take care of yourself throughout your whole life. The fact that you have healthier foods, they are not happy that you get a chance to eat even the healthier Doritos. And they get to eat them sloppy, guaranteed to take your life Doritos. Little things like that they do not like. And we're going to talk about that. Because at the end of the day, you got to stop sobbing about the fact that Americans don't like you and just live your life to the fullest. Because at the end of the day, that's what you're here for, to live your life to the fullest. But we're going to start off with these shout outs. My man Gabrielle is in the building. Numero uno, number one. Let's get ready to get these shout outs out here. There we go. He said to everybody, peace and blessings. Shout out to Gabrielle. Then we got my man Loyalty in the building, just as well. Let me know if I'm freezing tonight, guys. Trying to make sure everything is running smooth. He said, hell no, South America is not North America. South America still has morals and value system, which is dead in North America. I was talking to somebody today. I think it was me and Kings and Dreams last night on his broadcast. Make sure you guys subscribe to Kings and Dreams. And we were talking about the fact that will America turn back around? And I'm not just talking about in our lifetime. I'm just talking about in lifetimes. Is this it for the America that we knew? Is that era over? Just like there were certain eras that were over, like the Roaring 20s, over. The rock and roll of the 50s, over. The Motown sound of the 60s, over. The disco era of the 70s, gone. Same thing with the early stages of hip hop, gone. In the golden years of hip hop of the 90s, you won't see that again. And so it is with the moral fabric and values and economic opportunities that are taking place in the United States. I mean, AI, they say AI is going to just take, when it comes to employment, like, what is it, like 2 million, 5 million jobs AI is going to take in the next couple of years? I mean, everybody from writing to technology, AI, coders. Yeah, if you're a coder and you're not learning to implement AI, I don't know what you're doing, because AI is coming for you. It's coming for you. Cybersecurity, you better get on your AI game as well as your cybersecurity ability, because AI is coming to take over all that. Same thing with the electronic vehicles. I give you guys a tip. Did you know that Uber, and I mentioned this before, Uber, the app, the stock, do you know that Uber has not made a profit since day one? Nope. Uber is guaranteeing that in the next 20 to 30 years, that there will be so many electronic vehicles and self-driving vehicles that all the money that they lost paying Uber drivers, they will forever be in business when it comes to being the app for electronic cars, all you have to do is order a self-driving car, and it'll pull up to your place and drive you to wherever you need to go to without a driver. 100% profit, split with no one. Uber gets all the money. They're gambling on it. That's how many people are gambling on the future. In other words, in the United States and other countries around the world, they are gambling for things not to go back the way they were. So all you guys that are expecting the world to go back to the way it was, you expect the women to go back to the way they were. You're expecting the economy of the United States and jobs and the mortgages to go down and rent to finally go back down. That's gone. It's over. I'm going to say that again. In many countries, rent is going to continue to go up. I just read that in Canada, they've now got a 60, a 70, and a 90-year mortgage. You want to buy a house, you can mortgage that house for 90 years. It's not going back. The car that you're paying your car note on, that car note used to be what, $250, $325? Remember those days? Car note was $250, brand new car. You remember the days when your full coverage, monthly insurance, full coverage was like $150 a month. If you had a luxury vehicle, it was maybe $300 a month to get full coverage for your vehicle. Now let you guys who got BMWs and Mercedes and Porsches and Corvettes try to insure your car full coverage now. It's like buying the car all over again. Nothing is going back to the way that it was. I'm not just talking about the United States. I'm talking about the world at large. And the one thing that's going to have to change is you. You can forget about it. You can put your head in the sand. You can try to sweep it up under the rug. You can pretend, let the white man handle it. Whatever you want to do. Nobody cares, because life in the universe and the world is moving forward with you or without you. And that also goes with relationships, especially back home in the States. Everything in the United States is gay now. Everything. And you can't go watch a movie without having a gay scene in it. You can't buy cereal. You can't see a cereal commercial for kids without it having a gay scene in it. They got school teachers that's in drag teaching schools now. Men come to school teaching your kids with lipstick, makeup, and rouge in the United States. And it ain't going back. So you got a choice. You can travel and relocate outside the United States, but be prepared for one thing. Be prepared to leave the United States and all that you don't agree with in the United States. I'm going to say this. We all love our home countries, no matter what it is. Cubans still love Cuba. They still got their Cuban flag down in Miami. Haitians still rock, no matter how many earthquakes happen, they still love their country of Haiti. Colombians, Puerto Ricans, everybody in Europe, no matter how many countries they go to, they still want to wave their flag. Nothing wrong with that. But yet and still, they no longer live in their home countries because they knew something about their home country didn't give them what they needed to advance. So it is with a lot of us, us 9 million Americans. I said it, 9 million right now Americans that don't live in the United States. I ain't talking about visiting or traveling. I'm talking about there's 9 million of us that said, you know what? Since it ain't going back to the world that I like, let me go to a country that's somewhat equivalent to the world that I still like. And so that's what's taking place with the Passport Bros. So we're going to watch some videos. There's going to be a little bit of criticism about us. There's going to be a little bit of encouragement about us. But at the end of the day, there's some things that we have to realize that we have to do as men to be successful when it comes to being Blue Book gentlemen. There are some steps that you need to take to be successful. You got your passport. That's step number 1. You've learned the language. That's step number 2. There's still a lot you need to do even before you leave the United States. And we're going to talk about some of those things. Shout out to you guys once again, to my man Loyalty. Make sure you guys click the like button. We got 52 in the building. Make sure all 52 of you guys click that like button. I like you. Make sure you like us too. My boy Stefano is finally down here in Cali. I'm going to hang out with him this weekend. So that's what's up. Bobby 555 in the building, letting them know. Checking in. Love your content. I'm glad that you made it in, Bobby. I like that name, brother. It kind of reminds me of Royce the 5'9", the rapper. All right. Oh, that's me. Hey, fam. Stefano's in the building. Hola, mi gentes. Reporting in from outside of the Matrix, right out of Cali, Colombia, to be exact. Yep, Stefano's here in the building. I'm looking for. Even Andrea was happy to hear that you was here. She was like, "What's Stefano here? Oh shit!" so yeah, we're gonna hang out, man. We definitely gonna hang out. Colombia, to be exact. You already know what it do. Hit that like button. Keep it clean and professional in the chat. I appreciate you guys doing that. EMB is in the building. Buenas noches. Good evening to you also, brother, as well as Abraham, since I now know the name, Father of Many Nations, is in the building as well. Blessings, fam. Jose is in the building also. Shout out to you, brother, as well as Black Scorpion representing. Here we go. Oh, yeah. We're doing big things. Shout out to Jose again. Or Jose. Let me get it right, because that looks like an A. Jose? Hey, Jose, let me know if I pronounced it right. Because it looks like JAS. Bless to you too. We're walking into $100 super chat from my man T in the building. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. Hey T, I got your message, and I'm going to translate that for you so you'll be able to get that information that we were talking about earlier. Thank you again for the super chat walking through the door. Also, you guys, do not embarrass me on this live stream. This man then blessed us with $100 super chat. So continue to show the love, brother. Continue to show the love. If you are in Colombia this weekend, it is another holiday. That means Colombia and it's pay weekend. If you are in Colombia this weekend, it's going to be parties, and more parties. Be careful, guys. Be careful. Everybody's not going to be in the truck with me, Stefano and Brian and a couple other brothers. So be careful, because this is a holiday weekend and it's pay weekend. So everybody's going to be out there having fun. Charles says, that's fire. Shout out to Charles in the building. That's fire intro. Oh, yeah. Buenas noches, gente. He said, ¿Cómo está esta noche? Estoy muy bien, pero... or but estoy he had to work. Trabajando. Oh man, Tumbien. Oh man, I forgot what Tumbien is. Also, I think that's also. Yo soy, I am. Viajando. I know I pronounced that correctly. Viajando muendo. No soy, I don't. Una hermano, my brothers in the pasaporte. My brothers in passports. Hey Charles, let me know how I did, guys. Hey guys, let me know how I did. EMB, how did I do? Grade me from an A to a B. Was I D minus? Did I get it? What's up, brother? Mr. Gilmore is in the building representing, as well as my man GS representing as well. Been looking forward to another live. What's up, Dre, man? What's up to you, brother? What's up to you? I hope you're having a great evening, man. It's Wednesday night hump day, halfway through the week. And that's why I'm saying, I'm letting guys know in advance, if you're coming down to Colombia, Be ready to have a great time. It's pay weekend and it's a holiday weekend. Colombians have a weekend, 2 holidays every month except for May and September. So you'll often hear me say it's a holiday. Kenny Peoples is in the building, my man, my right-hand man right there. He said, what it do, Slim? What it do, Ken? No Bible study tonight? Nope. Actually, we had Bible study. We went to church Sunday and yesterday for Bible study. No Bible study tonight. Esta noche. Kenny said, I still can't get my passport. He said, come on, Ken. We've talked about this. We've talked about this off camera. You might as well go ahead and order another one, man. You might as well stop playing. Just go ahead. You know what you should do? Just go ahead and order another one. And if you find it, cool. If you don't, at least you got the other one on its way. Blade Runner's in the building. Shout out to Blade Runner. See why I keep pushing this the wrong way. Okay, there we go. All right, peace and salute 100 to you as well, brother. I like that avatar that you got too. Mike Laurie in the building. Straight from the bad boys. The OG Dre, spitting knowledge. Oh yeah, I gotta come out the gate with it. Come out the gate with it. My man Joseph is in the building. What's Tesla? He said, what's Tesla like that? You know what? I don't know, but or which Tesla's was it Tesla like that? Yes, for quite a while. A lot of companies that are growing right now, just like Joseph was saying, they're laying their foundation for the next 30 years. They're not looking to be 100% profitable right now. I remember I went to a lecture by Master P a few years back. And this when we at first started doing YouTube, and you know, we was only making like $400 a month. And Master P said this. He was putting out another movie. And he said, most people aren't willing to wait for their profit. He looked at the crowd and he said, how many? He said, I gotta wait until this movie is created, it is marketed, it is out in the in the theaters, and then the ticket sales to see my profits. He said it may take me a year before I see profits from a movie that I made. He said a lot of people aren't willing to wait for their profits. And I never forgot that. And like I said, when it came to YouTube, I had already said we're going to we're going to give it 5 years, see what happens. And we never expected all this, believe you me. And so is I understand now from hearing from Master P and then hearing what Uber was doing and hearing about Tesla. These people have no problem with waiting for their profit. They may lose, for the first 5-10 years, but the profit that they get on the back end is so amazing that it's like they can't lose. They can't lose. So that's how I look at our brand now. That's how I look at our brand. And that's how we ended up. I kid you not, from that moment of that lecture, I mean, it's from the bottom of my heart. Hearing what Master P said that day changed the trajectory of my taking content creating and taking YouTube and taking all that all the knowledge that I have here in South America and treating it as a true business and realize that it may take a couple years to see the true profitability. And when we went from $400 a month to then to $4,000 a month and then beyond that per month, and it was like, okay, this is getting real now. Especially when you're living in a country and it's only $1,200 a month. Your living expenses, everything, and now you're seeing 4, 5s, 10s, 12s, 15s, $30,000 a month, and then you're like, okay, this for real. Thank you, Master P, for letting me know to wait. There's nothing wrong with waiting for your profits. So yeah, Tesla was doing that at one point in time. Salute Mark in the building, Mr. Stewart in the building. Shout out to you, brother. One more. Come on. I don't know why I'm clicking on why it is not clicking for me tonight. Okay, there we go. 6090. That's why I say, you say 60, 70, 90-year mortgage. Yeah, in Canada. I just read the article today. I don't know if somebody sent it to me or I came across it, but I actually read the article today. They actually have a 60, 70, and a 90-year mortgage. You might as well go ahead and rent a house. You buying that house for your grandkids. Basically, that's what you're doing. You bet grandmama bought this house for your baby. Stop tearing it up. That's basically what you're doing with that house. You will never see that. You will never see that mortgage burning party. You will never think about it. You got to buy that house while you was 10 to hope to see the mortgage burning party. Yeah, pets are gay. It's like, come on. Can you watch one? I mean, when they hit me upside the head, I was an old black and white movie cowboy fan. I grew up watching cowboy movies with my granddad, right? So I always loved cowboys. I mean, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Outlaw Josie Wales. I don't care if it's a cowboy movie. They doing shoot it up. I'm with it. Then they came out with Brokeback Mountain. Messed all my little childhood fantasy of cowboys, shoot 'em up, bang, bang. Messed all that up, a manly man. It wasn't even called for. Nobody asked to see cowboys romping in tents. Nobody asked that. But they had to mess it up for us. They had to LGBTQ that too. And it's not going backwards. If you think all your protests and everything else is going to go backwards, no. If you think that the profits that's made off of black women being 1/3 of all college debt, if you think that's going to change, yeah, all your little female friends that got degrees, Miss AKA this and AKA that, they got degrees and didn't get full scholarship rides. 2/3 are black. I mean, 1/3 of all college debt, all of it. For profit schools and non-profit schools. Where it be small bills that you get from a community college all the way to the Ivy League, black women. You think they're gonna tell black women to stop going to school and come getting these expensive degrees? They're gonna keep promoting. Black girl, you rock. Come on back to these expensive colleges. Where men are taking their money now, instead of just getting degrees, we getting certifications and getting jobs online. And while black women get laid off in a record number, men are like, I either own my own business, my own landscaping business, or I'm working online anyway. I got my own construction business. Women are hurting. Dude, take it from an ex-college recruiter of 20 years. Man, sisters hurting with them college loans. They need y'all for nothing else. That's why they going for them free dates, because they can't afford the food at home. They got to pay them college loans back. For real. Okay, let's see what EMB says. Spanish word of the day, Dre. I thought I just read them all. And you just surprised me because you were right. You were asking me to give the Spanish word of the day, and I don't have it. Here we go. Breath of fresh air outside the U.S. You are absolutely correct, bro. Absolutely. Andre and I just got back from the pineapple region. You know how we often talk about going to the coffee region and hang out, or going to the small towns? We just went to the pineapple region, an hour outside of Cali. Bruh. These resorts and these fincas, these farms, man, bro, y'all got to get outside of these big cities when y'all come to Colombia. If it were me, I mean this, bro. If it were me, it would be like if me and my boy and we just meet up with like maybe two good women, not them knucklehead party girls all the time. Man, I'll be like, let's go out to a finca. Get you a little speaker, bring all your drinks. You gonna eat out there because they number but town restaurants, and you gonna eat good. And most of the fincas already serve breakfast. Man, y'all gonna party all week long. I mean, at least the weekend. You're going to have a ball, and it's tranquil, it's peaceful. Bruh, that's what Colombians be doing, man. I'm telling you, they do not be flying like, oh, it's a weekend, we about to fly to Cartagena. Nope. They go right to the pineapple region. They go right to the coffee regions, man. They go right to the fincas with their speakers and their music, and they be out there fishing. They be out there by the waterfalls. They be out there swimming in the lakes and the ponds and the rivers. They be out there getting towed up. Ain't got to worry about work. Nobody, no police coming by bothering nobody. Man, listen, y'all dudes ain't doing it right in Colombia. I'm telling you, these Colombians know how to party, and I'm not talking about in the city. That ain't nothing. Shout out to man Dookie's in the building. He said, peace, my brother. Peace to you too, man. Glad that you made it here. And my man Dean, DJ Dean, is in the building representing. Shout out to you. Let me get Dean up here. How you doing tonight? I'm doing great, brother. Keep preaching true facts. Let me hit these super chats real quick from you brothers. Once again, shout out to my man, Deshaun. Appreciate you, brother. Once again, I'm going to get that information translated for you. I actually have 3 for you. I sent you 2, but another one was sent to me. So I'm going to actually send you 3. Actually 3 once I get done with the live stream. So you're going to get that information. My man Passport Havens in the building with the 199 super sticker for the love of the game. I appreciate that, man. The matching red colors. I appreciate that. Straight from Canada, Black Nubian. Straight from the Canuck. I love Canada. I ain't gonna even lie. Just dropping in from the offering plate. Thank you very much for the $4.99, my man Victory, my family, my brother. I got much love for this man right here. That's my dude. That's my trusty sidekick. I can't wait till you get down here, taking care of business now. He'll be back down here. Blade Runner, my dude also. I'm coming to Colombia as well, going for my 3rd mojito. Man, you can make some good mojitos for real while you playing. Artie Will is in the building with the 199, my boy, who's always on tour. Artie Will says, we need a Colombian co versus Mexico. Yeah. Live collab. You know, we just did one with Passport. Man, what's my man name? We just did one with him from Mexico because he's always in Mexico. We did it last month, actually. But I'm always down with doing another live stream from Mexico. I got another brother that I just met a couple of days ago. We're going to be doing a live stream from him in Medellin and me in Cali. He's been he's been doing real good. He's been living in Colombia and doing great. And so he's going to be telling his story in regards to living in Medellin. Shout out to you guys with the super chats. I appreciate you more than you realize. More than you realize. Fears says, what's up, cuz? About 6 weeks away from visiting Colombia. Hey, Fears, let me know if this is your first time coming through or if you've been here before. I always get excited for you brothers that's coming through the first time, man. I ain't gonna even lie. I'll be happy, man. I'll be like, what? Oh, man. I love seeing guys' eyes get this big. When y'all be getting off the plane, y'all be looking at what's coming off the plane. Man, I saw some of the finest sisters getting off the plane. Yeah, Master P is a business legend, man. I felt really honored that my boy, one of my closest partners, he's an author, and he was part of the event, and so he was promoting his books and talking about what's going on. He was promoting his children's books, and he invited me to come down. And Master P was the guest speaker and performer. And so he performed, and then he spoke for about an hour, gave a nice lecture and motivational speech. But I'll never forget that part when he said, I got a movie that I'm working on. He said, how many of you all are willing to wait for your profits? In other words, invest, network, invest, and just wait, and just wait, and just wait. And then all of a sudden, all the profits, more profits than you even imagine, come flying at you. How many of y'all are willing to wait for that? And man, that hit me so hard. And I was like, keep it grinding, Dre. Keep it grinding. He said, translation, Charles Charles Jones, comment in Spanish. Good evening, everyone. How you all doing tonight? I got that right. I didn't get the very well, but I'm working. I did get the I'm working. Also, I got that. Tom B is also. I'm a world traveler. I didn't get that. I didn't get that part. That's where I got off. Not a passport, bro. That's where I got off. Okay, cool. So I would give myself tonight C, like a C plus. I did pretty good. I got most of it. I got to get in EMB. I got to get the Spanish down because I'm eligible in January for my citizenship. I thought it was gonna be later, like March. Well, I got until March. Andre was like, "No, you got until January, bruh." So I'm like, "Okay." Canadian mortgage 60-year term article was in the crypto WhatsApp group. Okay, thanks, brother. In the crypto WhatsApp group. EMB. If you get a chance, if you could drop that article, if you have access to it, you could drop it in the live stream. I appreciate that because that was a really amazing article to see that 60+ year term. I mean, not this mortgage for your home is like, wow. My man Jay Fleming's in the building, representing. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. It's spelled just like the name. He's always giving some great information. He's always traveling some of everywhere, guys. And I mean everywhere. Shout out again to Black Nubian. My brother in the building. He said the Broback Cowboys was bang, bang. And I'm like, what are they doing? What are these people doing? They're trying to tell my childhood, man. I mean, I still watch cowboy movies. But goodness gracious. They just going too far. Fun. He say fun thing. He said I was on AA flight leaving the Chi to Miami to Cali, but I had to catch the Cartagena flight. Oh wow. So did you make it down here finally? Let me know. Shout out to Corey in the building. He said if the interest rates are low, taking a long mortgage can make sense. You need to invest in the difference. That's absolutely correct. For example, if you pay 4%, then earn 8%, which is true, on the same money. This can make sense. Good point. We got 71 in. That's a good point, Corey. We got 71 in the building. Make sure we get 71 likes. I appreciate you guys. Once again, shout out to Charles. We also learning trades. Yeah, we talk about everything on this, and I'm glad that you're doing that, Charles. Okay, I think I hit up everybody that's already. Oh, Beach Materials in the building. Shout out to Beach Material. That's right. Q Passport, QB Passport. That's right. That's what we did. Who's in Mexico? We did the live stream with that brother. Shout out to him, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel because if you want to know some good information about Mexico, that brother got it. He really does. He said no worries. It was the only mistake. So the rest was good. Understand what you're saying. All right, cool. Thanks, EMB. We got my uncle in the building, Ghostface Killer with the red cup. Shout out to Jeff in the building. What's up, Dre? Just tapping in. Had to get studying first. Jeffrey doing this thing, man. He getting ready for coming down here. He getting ready. He doing all his IT studies, all his cybersecurity studies, all the things that are available for you guys right now. Here's the kicker. Jeff is working a full-time job just like the rest of you brothers. But instead of lollygagging and trying to smash chicks in the States, that time he used it for studying, preparing, getting everything ready for online opportunities. At the same time, still networking with me in regards to, okay, what's changed in Colombia? What do I need to do here? Do I need to change this or that? Or everything's the same? Okay, cool. So he's still networking with me like a lot of you guys are doing, but at the same time, he's doing what he needs to do to build that online presence. Because once you get that, I'm telling you guys, if you can make $1,500 a month, or if you got a pension that's $1,500 plus a month, or whatever it is, $5,000 a month, whatever it is, if you can make at least $1,500 a month, I'll even say 12, you can live in the same neighborhood, same community that I live in, and build from there. I try to encourage you, gentlemen and ladies, to realize you do not have to make the most before you move to make the most. Just think if I had waited till I was 6 figures to come to Colombia. I would have had waited until 2020 instead of coming here like in 2017, 2018. That's 2 to 3 years of my life in Colombia I would never had because I was waiting for the 6 figures to come. I came here and I was making 400. Now, mind you, I had like 20, 30,000 put to the side, but as far as profitability every month, $400. But I saw the future, like Master P, I saw the future in what I was doing, and it paid off. And that's what Jeffrey is doing. And that's what I hope some of you guys are doing. That's what Los is doing. And a lot of other you guys that are working online, that are traders, that are crypto dudes, that are anything that has to do with IT, all you dudes that are teaching online, all you guys that are buying online businesses or presence, whatever you do, content creating, bruh, I'm a living proof. I'm your brother. Believe in yourself, and I'm telling you, it's going to pay off. You might not see it today because I didn't see it, but it's going to pay off in ways where you're going to be like, man, I'm finally living a life. I promise you that one. I promise you that one. All right. Shout out to Jeff. Who else we got in? Oh, Jamar is in the building as well. What's up, Andre, in the chat? And we got my boy, my favorite YouTube name, which I still want to steal, the African Wolf, is in the building. Buenas noches, mi gente. ¿Cómo está? All right, man. Oh, we got Dave in the building. Shout out to David. Andre, what's up? Good to hear your stream. I haven't been able to participate in a while, but I'm glad that you made it here tonight, David. I ain't gonna even lie to you, brother. I'm glad that you made it tonight. You as well as Peter is in the building. What's up, Dre, aka Champ? Can you explain the difference between health that you had in the U.S. versus Colombia? Absolutely correct. In the United States, I personally had high blood pressure. I personally had high cholesterol, very high cholesterol. I personally had problems with my knees. My wheels were bad, man, going through knee problems. And actually, even though I was economically successful, mentally, I wasn't at peace in the States. And it was crazy. I lived in the suburbs of Tampa. I'm living the beach life. And my Uncle Jeffrey could tell you that. We live in the beach life. We should be the happiest people. If you living in Florida and you were there before the pandemic and before everything got expensive, you living the life in Florida. And I wasn't happy. I really didn't have the peace that I need to have. So physically, I wasn't 100% on point. Plus, I was like about 265, going on 270, looking like an orca whale. And so definitely, let me see if I can find some photos real quick. Let me see if I still got some of those photos when I was a big boy. I had some pulled up from a couple of months ago. I'm going to take a few seconds out. If I can't find them, then it's okay. But yeah, I was not physically, I kid you not, my confidence got me through some doors because it definitely wasn't my health, because I wasn't as healthy as I should have been and as I could have been. Yeah, I don't even have the pictures on here anymore. But I could pull them up for the next episode just to let you guys know. Some of you guys have seen them before, but yeah, your boy was a big fella. Well, maybe I could pull them up on the other end. All right. Crypto Tribes in the building, representing. I love the crypto brothers, man. Any of you brothers that talk about cryptocurrency, keep us all encouraged. Hey, I'm with it. But yeah, Peter. Now that I'm here, I eat so much healthier. It's like we talked about in the last episode when we talked about the 12 foods that are illegal, that you eat in the United States but are illegal around the world. I was telling somebody this in a consultation today. Just based off the fact, when you live outside the United States, you no longer have exposure to certain foods. You can't get sick off of American pork if American pork is illegal in your country, in your new country. You can't get sick on American beef because it's illegal in over 166 countries. You can't get sick off of American poultry, chicken, because it's illegal in most parts of the world. So just those three things, not having the American version of chicken, American version of pork, American version of beef, you physically start to notice that your body starts to make adjustments to where now you on a squat rack because you ain't going through knee problems anymore, and you can push that weight with the best of them. You out there jogging now. Some of you dudes, you eating that American food, you can't keep it up like you used to, champ, when you was 31, 32. Then you come to other countries and all of a sudden you the man of steel. And you wonder like, what happened? Because now you're drinking healthier waters, eating healthier foods. You go to a restaurant, you order orange juice. And this is fresh squeezed orange juice. They just squeezed this orange juice 15 minutes ago. All of a sudden, the food that you're eating is not coming from when the last time you've been in Colombia or any parts of South America, let's be real, and you saw somebody open up a package of frozen anything other than meat? When the last time you saw somebody in Colombia open up a pack of frozen peas, beans, come on, frozen strawberries? When the last time you saw about somebody in Colombia open up a package of frozen French fries? I've been here 6 years and I ain't never seen it. Whether I went to somebody's house, nothing. They got a couple of frozen items that they may hit, but for the most part, I don't see it. So that helped my health out quite a bit. And so now exercising, then I'm walking, 4 or 5 miles a day right before I even go to the gym. I walk right past, every day I walk past my gym. I just keep walking until I get my 4 miles in, and then I walk back to my gym every day. Even when I don't feel like walking, I'm like, man, it's hot out here. I don't feel like it. Go ahead, Andre, keep on walking. I walk right past my gym. Then I'll come back and do my workout at the gym. Every day, that's how I do it. And I'm really proud of myself for doing that. Shout out to Eddie being in the building as well. Coming out of the A. I like that hat, Eddie. I ain't gonna even lie to you, brother. I need that hat in my collection. Heading to Pieria. This Sunday, man, you're gonna be in a nice area. Man, you're gonna be down there this Sunday too. It's gonna be nice in that area. That's that coffee. That's part of the coffee region, guys, that I was telling you guys. Oh, you going for your first time? If you get a chance, go to the Juan Valdez coffee park. I'm gonna pull it up for you. It's right in that area where you are. They pull it up. Parque de Cafe, Cali, Colombia. No, not Cali, Colombia, but not Cali, but I should have said the coffee region. Let's see. There we go, Juan Valdez Park. Andre and I have been there a couple of times. It's right in that area where you're headed to, man. Let me pull this up on the screen so you guys can see it. We haven't even gotten started with the topic yet. We're about to get started in a few moments, guys. Chrome. There we go. Let me put it to the side. Put me to the side. There we go. Let me put this out of the way and let you guys see. This is right in that area where you're headed to. This is the actual, we thought Juan Valdez was just a dude with a donkey on a commercial, but this is his actual park, and it's right in the area where you're going to. So I'm going to put the link for you guys that actually want to go. I'm telling you, it's a theme park. It's music festival. It's the celebration of, it's beautiful, bruh. I ain't going to even lie to you. It's not expensive to get in, and it's always packed. And I promise you, because it's pay weekend, and it's translated to Coffee Park. It's pay weekend and it's a holiday weekend. It's gonna be packed. I kid you not. So I'm gonna put this link in the comments for you guys to be able to enjoy it, just in case eventually in time that you guys want to go to it. So let me put this in here. So if you guys go to Manizales or Pareda, I hope I pronounced it correctly, or Armenia, it's right in the whole coffee triangle area. So either one of the cities will get you to that location. And that also means that this weekend my brother gonna be eating good too, man. I already know you're gonna be eating good in that area. They got some good food. Shogun King is in the building representing. I'm definitely feeling away. I'm feeling way better when I'm in Cali. My lady stays cooking for me. Oh yeah. There are times where I have to tell Andrea, like if she's having a long day, I have to tell Andrea, babe, you ain't gotta cook tonight. Babe, but no, you ain't gotta cook tonight, babe. Or you ain't gotta cook today, or I'll be all right. So there are times where I have to like talk her into not cooking. But I'm telling you guys will love this theme park here, man. And it's not far from the waterfalls. Oh man, there's so much to see in Colombia, man, that you guys are not taking advantage of. Leave them big cities alone. My man is in the building. XC1 says, bro, you should have minimum 60,000 followers at best. We actually the funniest educational channel on YouTube. This is our second channel. Let me take you guys to our first channel so you guys will know what we've done on YouTube. So you guys will be kind of like a little bit encouraged with what we've accomplished. Because it's easy sometimes that we forget and take for granted that you guys don't see everything that we've accomplished so far. Not everybody. Turn that off right there. And let me take you guys to our channel. And there we go. This is our other channel, and we talk about, I'm gonna let you guys see it in a second. And on this other channel, we talk about politics, and from the expat perspective, we encourage other people to relocate. And a lot of our audience is over the age of 70 years old. So this is our other channel, Mostly Money. Let me go to the studio, let you guys see. Okay. So now you guys can see how many subscribers we got in our other channel. We got 120,627 subscribers. So you guys get a chance to see that. So that's where we are on the other channel. That doesn't include Travel Unraveled. That doesn't include Andrea Wallace TV. So, and we're looking pretty good this month coming through. So we've had a couple of videos this month go, and over the past couple of months, hit 100,000 views. So we've been doing pretty good this month on this channel. But this is our main channel, in which we are doing pretty good with. So this is our channel. So Mostly Money. So you guys who haven't subscribed to Mostly Money, make sure you subscribe to that channel, because what we do is really we not only talk about the politics and those that are on Social Security or pension or on veterans retirement benefits, but we also encourage people who are on the fence but they're older. We're kind of like, all of us are kind of like younger, under 60 years old, but we on this channel encourage people who are older to relocate to other countries, such as Mexico, such as Colombia, such as Panama. So we try not to talk about places that are too far away. We try to encourage them into Ecuador, things like that. But we Love Crossing Borders, in which we're on right now. This is our second channel. So the original channel, Mostly Money, we changed it from Love. This is how it was. It was Love Crossing Borders, and we changed it from Love Crossing Borders to Mostly Money and moved Love Crossing Borders over to here, which is Love Crossing Borders TV. So that's how we did that. But we're looking forward to growing this channel. My man, Let's Speak Spanish Now is in the building. Make sure you guys subscribe. He's got some excellent videos coming down the turnpike for you guys that are like me, trying to master Espanol, so you can be able to hablar with your amor mío. He said, let's see. He said, man, mine ain't having it. She's not hearing don't cook. Yeah, that's how Andre is, man. It's funny to sit back and tell a woman, baby, you ain't got to cook. And they be like, yeah, I got to do this. I don't want to hear what you're talking about. And Andre could be dead tired. And I'll be like, babe, you ain't got to cook today. And she still would do it. Shout out to my man Jay in the building. Andre, I need to visit Cali to meet you in person, bro. So much in common. That is nice. I'm glad that you've been there, man. I'm glad that you've been there. Yeah, man, come down to Cali. Anybody that comes down to Cali knows this about me. I'm basically the same guy. I'm not funny style. I'm not, once you come down, I was, I'm one way and I changed up. I'm not that dude at all. I'm still as cool as you guys are. Still as cool as Monk Mode in the building with the showing the love on the avatar. I like that. Good evening, brothers and sisters. Salud. All right. He says, man, you get nice with it. Andre and Andre love crossing borders. I see your fan. Yeah, man, listen. And like I said, it just takes that patience, man. And I remember Ace Live told me, he said, Dre, I was going to take his one video. And I was like, what you talking about? He said, Dre. He kept telling me that for like a year. Dre, everything that you're learning, everything that you're mastering for content, and being a better speaker, all that's going to pay off after that one video. And I never understood what he was talking about. And I didn't think about it. He kept saying it, but I never thought about it. And then one day we went to sleep and we were at 2,000 subscribers and one of our videos went viral, and we woke up the next morning at 31,500 subscribers. And I was in a panic zone, like. And I actually looked up, I'll never forget this. I actually looked up what a crowd of 30,000 people would look like. And I pulled it up just to see what 30,000 looked like. And I'm like, I'm accustomed to being able to talk to 2,000 people, not 31,000. And from there, he was right. Everything that I learned with doing content for 2,000 people was the same principles for 20,000 people, 30,000 people, 40,000, all the way through. And the only thing that needed to change was better equipment, better cameras, better microphones, things like that. But for the most part, you just get better and better as far as speaking ability and being confident in front of the camera and just being yourself is basically what it is. People get attracted to personalities. And if you're being yourself, that's what attracts people. But let's get ready to get started with this particular video. I'm going to upload this video real quick onto here to the present part. And we're going to watch these videos. And like I said, today's topic is about leaving America in America. Don't get caught up on, too much on trying to bring, move to a new country and bring so much of your American customs and your American ways with you. Bring quite a bit of it, but you don't have to bring everything. You do not have to bring everything.
But
we're going to watch this first video real quick. Let me move this back. And this video is an Asian woman speaking. She's giving some details that a lot of passport bros do take for granted. And so we're going to hear what she has to say.
You're broke. You don't deserve a traditional wife. You need to level up. The same way they want a traditional girl. The girl, she's going to be way more traditional back.
Here we go.
I deserve to have
and what she's going to be talking about, she's going to be comparing traditional women in other countries where she's from to the type of passport bros that are out there right now, the quality.
traditional wife. They want to go be a passport bro. And I'm like, bro, you're fat, you're broke, you don't deserve a traditional wife. You need to level up. The same way they want a traditional girl. The girl, she's going to be way more traditional back in my country. So trust me, she's not marrying you for love. She's marrying you for your green card. So
are you against passport bros or?
I understand the fundamentals of it for those who have done everything in life to make sure they are a man. But if you're not a man, I don't think you deserve that, honestly. If you don't have your life together, what makes you think you know how to appreciate a traditional wife? If some other guy who's living here who's never had an idea of what a male figure is in his life, he's going based off of whatever little content he picks from the internet. He's saying, well, I want a traditional wife. But therefore, he doesn't even have like a credit score. He doesn't even have like his life in check. He's still driving the hoopty from high school. But you want a traditional girl. Like what happens when you bring that girl over here? You're going to basically make her a Western woman and she's going to realize like this guy really doesn't have his shit together. Now she's going to cheat on you.
Now we're going to go through that one again.
Bro, and I'm like, bro, you're fat, you're broke, you don't deserve a traditional wife. You need to.
She said, you're fat, you're broke, and you don't deserve a traditional wife. Talking about passport guys or blue gentlemen that say they want to go to these other countries and get traditional women, but the thing that you're going to have to leave in America like I did is the fact that you ain't traditional. There was a lot about me that wasn't traditional. I wanted a traditional woman, but was I being the traditional man that she would be looking for in this other country? I had to make some adjustments. Some of you health-wise, you can't marry a young woman and be an older dude that's fat and out of shape. No matter how much money you got. Some of you dudes got great pension, don't you? Yup, you got great money. Some of you dudes got good retirement plans, don't you? Yup. Some of you dudes make some good money. Yup, you do. That don't mean nothing when you are an orca and you trying to keep up with your young wife or your young long-term girlfriend, but you can't keep up in that bedroom because you out of shape, because you love your pork and you love your KFC. You might be able to keep up with the year 1, year 2, but after a while, your body gonna tell you, big boy, you can't keep up. You gotta make some traditional adjustments. I couldn't be a big boy no more. I had to get my fat in somebody's gym. And I had to buy some new tennis shoes, not just Jordans. I had to get Reebok walking shoes every 6 months to walk my fat ass out there and lose that weight. And I'm still out here to keep it off. I gotta look good with photos with my wife. I can't have my wife looking all young and sexy and tenderoni, and I'm looking like, I love you when you call me Big Papa. No, man, what are y'all thinking? So what she's saying is put in the work of peeling off whatever it was your tradition was in the United States. If you going to a new country and you looking for a traditional woman in that country, you better believe she's looking for a traditional man in you. And I don't just mean financial provider. Many of us, we got that. We good on that. But are you, like the brother just asked me earlier, how's your health compared to the US? Do you get regular checkups? Man, I stay getting checkups now. I got an interview coming up in a couple of weeks with my doctor. The brother, he's a cool brother. I stay getting checkups. I know what's going on with this body. I wasn't doing that in the States. But Andrea wants her husband to live a long and healthy life. She's trying to get at least 35, 40 years out of this thing, and a good 40 years, not pushing me around in a wheelchair. And some of you dudes, y'all want a young woman, but in 10 years, she gonna have to push you around in a wheelchair because your fat ass can't get around no more. You got gout in both feet. They got to cut one of those ankles off. You don't want to be that dude, not going to another country. So how you ate traditionally in the States, leave that in the United States. North America is not South America. South America is not North America. North American women will let you eat your hog maws, your chitlins, let you eat all that. that pork, that fat, let you sit back and eat everything with butter. North American women will sit up there and make macaroni and cheese with 3 sticks of butter off into it. They'll make you some candy yams with no real sugar. They'll take that brown sugar that's not even brown sugar. They'll sit up there and open up a frozen pack of peas and beans. Not that they broke them and they peeled them and they actually got them out of a garden. Hell no. They taking frozen beans and peas and frozen carrots and they feeding you that frozen bullshit. And then to top it off, they making you a sweet potato pie with all type of unnatural sugars and junk that's off into it. And the sweet potatoes got so much pesticides off into it that even bugs don't even fly on it. Flies don't land on sweet potato pies. And that's the tradition of the United States. But once you come to, or North America, but once you come to South America, bruh, you got to let that go if you plan on being with some of these young Ronies, with some of these gorgeous women down here that really like you. I ain't talking about the party chicks. I ain't talking about them paper plays. They gonna always be around. I'm talking about the real women that really like you, that really want you to be a part of their life and a part of their family. And your fat ass got 15 years to live. What are you doing? At least if I passed on tonight on this live stream, bam, I know this, I tried. They can never say Andre didn't try to eat healthy, try to work out, try to go to the gym, try to drink water on a regular basis. At least Andre tried. In the United States, I wasn't even trying. I'm eating and drinking everything that wasn't unhealthy. Why? Because the women in the United States feed me nothing but drinks and food that was unhealthy. And they didn't know it was unhealthy. So this young lady right here, she's saying that she's not putting down passport bros. If you listen to her closely, what she's saying, put yourself in economic, mental, spiritual, and physical position to be able to have the traditional woman that you want to have outside the country. Now, she's going to make a mistake and talk about how we want to bring her back to the States. They don't know. All you dudes that want to bring a woman back to the States, here we go. Before we go back to the video, there is a 2-year, but when you're dating, I want you to take this into consideration. She's into you, you're into her, things are working out great. You want to marry her, or you want to be in a long-term relationship with her and bring her back to the States. Be ready for a 2-year commitment of waiting. Do you like her enough to wait 2 years for the visa interview for her to even be considered to go into the United States? For you guys right now, and I don't care what anybody tells you, I don't care how much your Colombian girlfriend or Venezuelan girlfriend or your African girlfriend or your Tanzanian girlfriend, that's Africa, or your girl from Egypt all the way to Italy. I don't care what she says. No matter where you are in the world, there is a 2-year waiting list at the consulate to get a approved visa for your lady friend, or in your lady's case, your guy friend, to come into the United States. These people have been watching 90 Day Fiance on television, and they make it seem like, okay, before the commercial, they applied for their passport visa. And then after the commercial, bam, she's in the United States. Ta-da! It don't work like that. It's a 2-year waiting list, dudes. The woman that you really into right now, if you into her, 2 years. It's a waiting list. Ours, me and Andrea always talk about ours. Ours is Andrea's date. We fill out her form last year. Andrea's date for the interview to go to the United States with a visa, April 2024. We ain't telling you something that we don't know. Yes, we're a married couple, and it's still a waiting list. And no matter where you are, I don't care if you're going from Jamaica to United States with your Jamaican girlfriend. I don't care if you're going from Trinidad to United States with your Trinidad girlfriend or wife. It's a 2-year waiting list. There's over 100,000 applicants ahead of your girlfriend. 100,000 applicants around the world because COVID shut everything down. All consulates had to shut down for that whole year. And so when they opened back up, they were behind 40,000 forms because everybody was filling out forms while they were locked up during COVID. So just imagine you and your girl, and me and Andre, and a dude in France trying to get his girlfriend to the States, and a dude in Austria trying to get his new wife to the States. When people on these live streams say, well, she's trying to get to the United States for a green card, they do not know how. Once you get her to the States, it's 3 years before you can get a green card. Y'all better do y'all homework. We're talking about if you're going to be with this person, be ready to put in a 5-year commitment. If you want her in the States, that means for those 2 to 3 years before she can even get a green card, you are 100% financial provider. If she twists her ankle, guess who got to pay the copay? And if you are her sponsor for her in the United States, did you know this? Because me and Andrea do. You are responsible for her. Even if she leaves you, you're responsible for her for 10 years of her medical needs. That means she left you in the United States. You ain't seen her in months. She went to Montana and found her a boyfriend. Guess who is still responsible for all her medical bills for 10 years? Because you signed on the visa to get her in, that you will be her sponsor and take care of her medical needs for 10 years. So all you dudes that's in a rush to get a chick over to the United States, I'm letting y'all know now. Passport bro rule numero uno. You go to their country. It's going to be hard treading to get her to the United States. Here's the other reason that it's hard treading. The person has to be approved by 2 countries. I'll say that again. They have to be approved by not only the United States, they have to be approved by their home country. Some of us, we're so accustomed to the person, basically being approved by let's say Colombia. They're being approved by Colombia. Shout out, Bobby. Shout out to you. And they get approved by Colombia. Do you know that the United States can say no? Or let's say United States says, yes, come on in, girl. Do you know Colombia can say, no, that's all right. She can't come. They have to get Andrea has to get approved by the United States and Colombia. Your girl in France has to get approved by France and United States. Your girl in Thailand has to get approved by Thailand and the United States. So even if the United States says yes, Thailand can say, nah. You don't meet our qualifications. You met the United States qualifications, but you ain't meet our qualifications. Yeah. Shout out to Kyrie in the building. About to set up a collaboration with Kyrie. So guys, look forward to that coming up soon next month. Good dude down here in Colombia. Really good dude. I was watching some of your videos, man. You riding your motorcycle across the country too. Yeah, man. Yeah, I was checking that out. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, brother. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel as well. Hey, Kyrie, do me a favor. Drop the link of your channel in the description so guys can subscribe to your channel. Just drop the link in the description. Mike T is in the building. Mike T says, find happiness. Let me get this pulled up. He says, find happiness in yourself. Take pride in your health and personal appearance before stepping to women in other countries. Absolutely correct. I had to do that like that. Now, I did it kind of like how like some of you guys do. And I know Mike T can understand this. There was a vacation, Andre, that was just vacation and having fun. I wasn't a pookie, but I was just having fun. But once I got serious, that's when I went back to the States and I had to do some cleansing, get my money on track, get my credit back on track, get my sell my house, my land I had to sell the car. So you start to get more serious in the United States. You know, I had to get my dental records because I wanted to get my veneers when I got down here. All these little things that you find yourself now I'm moving to these countries. So now I got to be serious. So if you're just having fun, you're traveling, that's one thing, just have fun. But once you decide to live in another country, there's a lot of mental preparation and physical preparation, financial preparation, and spiritual preparation that you want to do before you go to another country. Because the last thing that you want to do when you get to another country is be some broken-hearted brother that got burned by women in the United States or whatever country, and you're going to bring that burnt behavior or the insecurity, or you a jealous dude to Colombia. Bruh, if you are a jealous dude, you gonna blend right in with the rest of these Colombian dudes, because these are the most insecure, jealous men you have ever saw in your life. These dudes are ultra insecure. They women can't do nothing without them dudes. Where you at? Where you been? You been gone for 6 seconds. Where you been? 6 seconds too long. Where you at? Take a photo. Send me a picture. Man, they be looking at Andre like she from outer space. How come? Where's Andre? How come you can hang out in? Well, how come your husband lets you? Andre be like, my husband ain't like y'all. My husband, A, he ain't from here. B, my husband ain't insecure. C, my husband hang out with his boys. Me and my husband be around each other all day long. We do not need to be around each other all night, every single night to the end of days. So she has a time where every once in a while she goes hang out with her girlfriends, and all of them are in stable relationships, every one of them. And they hang out, and then when you guys come to town, I hang out with you guys. But yeah, man, I kid y'all not, man. These dudes down here, do not be one of those dudes that's coming down here and you are an insecure dude and you coming in a country full of beautiful women. I mean that, dudes. Do not be like, you guys who are insecure and jealous of women in the United States, and most women in the United States are nothing but 4s and 5s and 6s, most of them. And you was jealous of them? Can you imagine being jealous of a 4, 5, 6 Venezuelan? Or one of these fine Brazilians? You think you was insecure with them regular? I think it was who did that survey last night? One of the YouTubers, man. He did a survey last night on AI. The AI, he put in the AI and said in Chat GPT. And he put in for the top most beautiful women, countries with the top most beautiful women in the world. Colombia was number 5. I think the United States was like number 31. Number 31 for the most beautiful women in the world. But then he put in Chat GPT what countries had the most handsome men in the world according to women. U.S. men ranked number 5 or 6 for the most desirable men in the world. It was like Italian men were number 1 most physically attractive among all women, but U.S. men were in the top 5. But U.S. women were down at 31. Sorry, ladies, I didn't make the list. So you guys are desired. But just imagine you getting jealous and insecure of U.S. women, number 31. Can you imagine some of you dudes with those insecurities coming down to Colombia with women that rank in the top 7, 6, 5, 4 of the most beautiful women? Man, listen, you better get your spirit right before you come to Colombia. You got to get your spirit right, because if you're a jealous dude, you will not make it in South America. We be trying to talk you off of a cliff. She's not worth it, bro. Don't do it, Craig. Don't do it. I'm telling you dudes, man. If y'all be that insecure, y'all be ready to delete yourselves in the United States over them regular United States that rank number 31. The finest woman, think about it, the finest one that you know, whatever, entertainer, she's an actress, she's one of your finest co-workers, one of your finest girlfriends that you ever had, finest woman that you smashed. She ain't nothing but a 4 or 5 or 6 compared to these women in these other countries that work at a McDonald's, that work at a pharmacy. You got the finest supermodelist women in the United States. Like I always tell dudes, if you take away the fame and take away the money from the Kardashians and Megan Good and all them and drop them in South America, you never see them again. As much as we drool over them women in the States, you never see them Kardashian girls again. They will blend right in so much you wouldn't even know that they existed. Because there are women that look so much far more gorgeous than Megan Good and far more gorgeous than the Kardashians down here. Megan Good, first of all, ain't got curves enough to make it in South America. They'd be like, girl, we got to feed you first. She never make it to be no superstar like that. But in the United States, because they rank number 31, okay, I'm back. I think I froze for a second. Let me know if I freeze again, guys. But as I was saying, there's some beautiful Kelly Rowlands and everything else down here. He said, seriously, I've seen some fine ass women in McDonald's. True. He said, all South America is the white man's land also. You still in the States, ain't you? You still in the States. Because that's stateside talk. Because dudes that using their passport, we don't talk like that. You don't be hearing dudes that's using their passports on the regular. We don't be caring about who land it is because we're earthlings. We have no political affiliation anymore. We care about countries, knowledge, insight, network, but to sit back and cry about, that's the white man's property. We don't care. We don't care. China is ran by, well, I don't give a damn. Don't care. Do they still got some fine Chinese women? Okay, cool, we good. Do they got good healthy food and good medical? We good. We can care less. See, that's what I meant about North America. South America's not North America, because once you come to, we don't give a damn about that. Next year, I'll have the right to vote in South America as well as North America. I don't care. Do I still vote? Yeah. But do I give a damn? No. Real passport bros and blue book gentlemen do not give a damn about what the white man own, what the gray man own, what the blue man own. All we care about is what we can own. What property and networks can we make in these other countries where we can buy Airbnb, where we can go ahead and establish a business or some restaurants or some clubs. That's all we give a damn about. All that history of what the white man did to the black, we don't give a damn about that no more. I got 30 years left on the planet. I gave 50 plus years to giving a damn about what the white man and the black man thought about each other. 50 years. And guess how much money I made off of it? Guess how much money I made off of worrying about race? Guess how much? Not a damn dime. I ain't make no Umar money. I ain't make no Martin Luther King money, no Malcolm X money. I ain't make no Stokely Carmichael money, John Lewis money. I ain't make none Civil Rights March movement money. I ain't make no money, not 50 years living in the United States and worrying about race and worrying about what the white man got to think about me and what I think about the white man and what I think about the Asian man. 50 years. And I didn't make one dang dime off of it. Not one. Didn't write a race issue book. Didn't sit back and come out with a racial puzzle that was made of black and white pieces. I didn't come out with a racial monopoly board. None of that shit. I didn't write the best racial novel. I didn't rewrite Roots or nothing. They didn't make no miniseries about my life with racism. None of that. 50 years. So when I say that's U.S. talking, don't bring that down here to South America. Don't bring that down here. Because as a passport, bro, you got access to all these countries. And it ain't your job to monitor who owns what, who. All you care about is your passport, your tax breaks, and what property you can own, and how many women that you can enjoy in your life, whether it be 1 or 51. That's your job. Can you handle that part? Let politics and the rest of the people that's going to be living in the United States, let they ass worry about that. But as for you and me, When I come down here, Colombia, ain't no white man that's gonna stop me from buying that piece of property right there. When I go to China, ain't no white man gonna stop me from buying that piece of land in China, if I can buy it. If I'm in D, I don't know one dude in DR that opened up a restaurant or bought an Airbnb that said the white man in the United States tried to stop him from buying that club in DR. You don't give a damn about that. That's y'all in the States still worry about that racial bullshit. Y'all still out there marching. March your ass. Here's to all you marching mother. As for us, we don't give a damn no more. I gave you 50 years of marching. I was out there with a bullhorn and everything. You know I got a big mouth, so can you imagine me with a bullhorn out there on a Saturday morning, on the weekends, in Tampa, in that heat, yelling, the white man, the white man, the white man. And I didn't get paid a dime. Not this next 30 plus years. This 30 plus years belong to me. Me. Will I help out my communities? Yes, I will. Will I be there for the young and the old? Yes, I will. But would I worry about what the white man got and what he worry about what I got? We passport brethren now. We both of us, when I meet white dudes, they don't be giving a damn about racial issues and racial insecurity. They be like, listen, I'm not that redneck from Kentucky. Don't think that I'm that white boy. I'm a different type of white boy. I'm a white boy with a passport. I ain't like them Kentucky dudes, them Alabama dudes, the white boys in the swamps of Louisiana. There's some white boys, they be like, I ain't like that fool. You crazy. Don't be putting me with that white boy. I'm a different white boy. There's some white dudes that feel like that. They don't want to get caught up in that bullshit. Please. Political affiliation, man, listen, that's why I'm like Bernie Sanders. I'm independent. I'm like a tailor-made dream said, my vote is for sale. Whoever's putting together the best laws and policies that can help my people, my community, and help me out as a passport bro, that's who I'm voting for. And if the Republicans are doing it 1 year, cool, I'm down with them. If the Democrats are doing it another year, guess what? I'm down with them. Whoever is protecting my passport the most, and my investments and my tax breaks as an expat, that's who I'm voting for. Y'all live in the States. It's your job to vote on the bicycle crosswalks. I don't live there no more. They ain't my job to worry about all that no more. And a lot of us passport bros, I'm glad that the brother made that statement. I appreciate that because it lets, once again, leave North America and North America. This is South America. I don't care who owned it in the historical realm. I don't give a damn. Can I buy some of it? That's all I care. Can I invest in some? Can I get some of that Guyana money that's coming through there in a couple years? That's all I care about. Let's continue on. He said, I will never go back to America. Listen, man, listen, I'm going to tell y'all something for real. Other than my family and my few friends that I still got there and taking Andrea there, I don't have no reason to go back. That's another thing. Preach, Kyrie, preach. That's what I love. That's one thing I can say I love about South America. Money does talk. Money will get you through some doors in this. I love that. I ain't gonna even lie. I do like it. I like the fact that my money could get me through some doors that in the States couldn't get me through, because people felt some type of way because of my complexion. But in South America, they don't care nothing about your if you got that green, you win. Shout out to Dapper being in the building. And Traveling Tone. He said, what's the key word? America. That's it. That's it. Let's get ready to go back to this video real quick, guys. Get this one done, because I got a couple of videos that I want you guys to see. Now, once again, she was talking about, the difference between U.S. and, going to her home country and being prepared as a man to get these traditional women in her home country.
Level up. The same way they want a traditional girl. The girl, she's gonna be way more traditional back in my country. So trust me, she's not marrying you for love, she's marrying you for your green card. So
Are you against passport bros or?
I understand the fundamentals of it for those who have done everything in life to make sure they are a man. But if you're not a man, I don't think you deserve that, honestly. If you don't have your life together, what makes you think you know how to appreciate a traditional wife? If some other guy who's living here who's never had an idea of what a male figure is in his life, he's going based off of whatever little content he picks from the internet. He's saying, well, I want a traditional wife, but therefore he doesn't even have like a credit score. He doesn't even have like his life in check. He's still driving the hoopty from high school. But you want a traditional girl. Like, what happens when you bring that girl over here? You're gonna basically make her a Western woman, and she's gonna realize like this guy really doesn't have his shit together. Now she's gonna cheat on you.
Now, mind you, that this young lady is making these statements out of assumption that she's gonna leave you, she's gonna cheat on you, so forth and so forth. And we hear these stereotypes about women that come from other countries, that they'll lose their traditional abilities. And what'll happen is they'll become like all the other women. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But the key part is the more you become, I'm gonna tell you something in all sincerity. Y'all ready? She said that you should prepare she said, I understand the concepts of the passport bros. She said, but I think a man should focus on being the best man that he could be for those traditional women in other countries. Now, she made the assumption that you will bring them back. But I'm gonna tell you this in all sincerity. I noticed that men who are just strong, good men in the United States, great men, many of us, the more you start to master your global manhood, the less you want to be in the United States. I noticed that a lot of you guys that become more comfortable with expressing your manhood on a global scale, because we're used to doing it in the United States, going from state to state, expressing our manhood. But to be comfortable with doing it in any country now, you feel less and less pressed to even go back to the United States to impress women in the United States, because you subconsciously become a globalist. You're an earthling now. You're an earthling. You're not just some dude that's just, I'm a man in New York, or I'm a man in Texas. You're global now. Your manhood, your expression and understanding manhood in Italy is just how much you express it and understand it in Egypt, and you understand it in Colombia. Your manhood becomes global, and the more you become global, the less antsy you get to get back to the States. So a lot of us are not as antsy to bring our girlfriends and wives back to the States. You guys who have not expressed your manhood as much globally, you're the ones that's antsy with getting her back to the States. But the rest of us, we're not. I am not antsy. That's why me and Andre have chosen another country. I'm gonna say this to you guys again. If you are dating somebody, let's say in Brazil, and you know that it's a 2-year wait to get to the States, but your money is on point, you're making online money, do like Andre and I are doing. Choose another country where you and your special person can go. Whether it be like, me and my girl, we're going to move to Thailand. Me and my girl from Brazil, we're moving to Thailand. Or she knows Portuguese, so we're moving to Portugal. Portugal is just as inexpensive is the most inexpensive, most beautiful country in all of Europe, between Portugal, Spain, and Italy. Or you got a Colombian girl, and it takes 2 years to get to the United States, but you guys can move to Thailand together, or you guys can move to another part of Southeast Asia together. Or you can move to another part of, You can move from Colombia to Brazil. Don't just automatically assume that when you get you a Colombian girlfriend or a Brazilian girlfriend, that the only place where you can take her back to is the United States. Me and Andrea sat down, had that talk. Okay, check. Colombia is checked off the list. Okay, cool. Because Andrea wants to live in another country too. Okay, check. United States is crossed off the list. Why? Because I ain't moving back there. Check. So we got 2 countries that we know out of all the countries in the world checked off the list. Colombia, for the rest of our lives, checked off the list. We'll own property. We'll come back here. We'll visit every year. But it won't be our permanent place. Cool. America, that ain't happening. So now we've got 200 other countries to choose from. Antarctica, the Arctic, whatever we want to. Norway, Sweden, Austria, Egypt, Tanzania, Ghana, Uruguay, Paraguay. We got so many countries to choose from. So guys, do not make the mistake of thinking that if you can't get her back to the States, all is lost. Because if it was like that, me and Andrea would be going to Europe next year to choose in a few months to choose which countries we want to relocate to, and then in a couple of years, we out. We'll have our properties here, and we'll be living in Europe, visiting Africa, visiting Southeast Asia, visiting Australia, visiting expensive Australia. Don't never make the mistake of thinking, I'm going to end it with this. Never make the mistake of thinking that the United States is the only place that you can relocate that person to. Treat the United States like many of us do. When I go back to the United States, I'm a tourist. I'm going to let that sink in. When I go back to the United States, I am a tourist. I come, I have my fun, and I'm getting the hell up out of there. Have my fun with my family, have my fun with my friends, and I'm gone. Might be a couple days, might be a couple weeks, but I know that this is not my home. So don't get caught up on that. Let's get ready to go to the next video. Let's go to the next video, guys.
Greetings. I hope this video finds you well and prosperous.
Okay, let me see if I can turn the music down and turn the volume up for you guys. What this gentleman is talking about, avoid passport bros because they hate the United States. This guy actually believes that because we relocate, we must hate the United States. Thanks, brother. Thank you very much. Let's get ready to get started again. Oh, I went too far. My fault. Okay, here we go.
Greetings. I hope this video finds you well and prosperous. Hey, check this out. Hey, take it from the elder. Avoid those passport bros who have state hate.
I know the volume.
Listen, they hate the United States. They do not like the women. Listen, man, avoid those guys. Yeah, you just don't want to be around folks who just be bitter and frustrated and all that. Just bad energy. You want to be around the guys who have balanced energy. The ones who, listen, enjoy life wherever they are. That's me. Listen, I'm a vet when it comes to just living overseas, traveling overseas. You don't have to go to.
Now I know it's kind of low, but he said avoid the passport bros that have state hate, meaning that you hate the United States. I know very few passport bros, if any. I don't know any that hates the United States. It's crazy people think like that, but none of us hate the United States. Just because we talk about statistical things like cost of living or healthcare or how women behave, that doesn't mean that we hate the United States. So he's giving a false narrative. And so he's trying to sell you on the idea of trying to sell men on the idea of that we should be avoided.
Very many places. Just do it. Go to one place and learn that place, and you'll be like, okay, I get it. But you don't have to hate the United States to do that.
He also stated that you should be happy no matter where you are. I bet you he don't live in the hood. If he was raised in the deep part of the South, I bet you he doesn't live in the deep part of the South anymore. Don't ever let somebody try to convince you to be happy in some place that you know that you aren't happy. You don't have to. I don't hate the hood, but I'm not about to live in the hood again. I don't hate Detroit, but I'm not about to live in Detroit again. I don't hate Cleveland or Atlanta or Indianapolis or the Chi, but I'm not about to live in those cities again. Just because they aren't my cities anymore, Tampa, doesn't mean that you have to hate them. But a lot of dudes, just like Blade Runner just said, he said, we found a plantation bro and a pander bro. Yes, he's just pandering. He's hearing these ladies complain, and so he wants to go on TikTok and put his little bit in. I've traveled with and I'm tired of brothers that always want to brag on the fact that they've been somewhere. Okay, cool, you travel, but that doesn't mean that your advice is 100% correct, because no man should automatically be happy where he is. You should be happy everywhere. No, the hell you shouldn't. You should be at peace in the place that brings you peace. So if it's in the States, cool. But if it's outside the States, that's just as cool as well. Peter says, let's see what Pete says. Peter says, Andre, why is that when you have everything down packed, somebody always comes up with sayings, why don't you work in the United States? That's true. Like they can't stand you living it up. What is your veteran answer? Like I just said, you deserve to live in a place that brings you peace. There are some guys that live on small islands, and you can't tell them nothing. When we were in the Pineapple region, there are some people that live in the Pineapple region, and they were the happiest people. They knew all their neighbors, and I'm talking about some fine women. Now I see where the city girls get it from, because most city girls in Colombia come, the family comes from the country, from the farm areas. And when you go out there, like my man going to Parada, when you go out there, you're going to see how fine them small town country girls are. They are fine. And everybody knows everybody. Everybody's cool with everybody. And we're talking about small town. Can it be no more than 200, 300, 400 people? And these people are happy. They have so much peace because they own their land. Their land has been in their family for years. You can't tell them anything. But at the end of the day, what brings you peace, you may be a person like Kings and Dreams. You might be a big city dude. So you kind of have to have your Medellin in your life. So you're a big city dude. Nothing wrong with that either. So whatever brings you peace. But if it's back home in the States among your family and friends, and that brings you peace, enjoy that too. But for this dude to sit back and say that you should be at peace everywhere and every place should bring you peace, okay, go ahead, bro. Go ahead to Southside Chicago. Go ahead to some of the parts out west in LA. Go ahead, go to the east side of Detroit, certain parts of Atlanta. Go ahead, hit some of the barrios or some areas in New Jersey, in New York. If you could be at peace anywhere. Or you selling a false narrative. This dude is doing nothing but a Dr. Umar pandering. Plantation pandering. Shout out to my man GJ in the building. Hope you're having a great day, brother. He said, I am no matter where I live. I can't say that. Thanks for the super chat. I can't say that. I cannot be happy everywhere I live. If I go back to the hood, I'm disappointed in Andre. What you doing back here, bruh? What are you doing back here? I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all ready? In all sincerity, if you want to see me very disappointed in myself, if I had to go back and live in the United States, You talking about a sad man? Y'all had to make sure that y'all had me on suicide watch and everything else. Like, why is it here? We got to watch Andre like around the clock for the first 3 months. You talking about a man that'll be like, oh, I'm back in this motherfucker. Now I know how a runaway slave felt. If I was to go back to the United States, I'm sorry, I love the States, I do. But when you have learned to live globally and eat healthy foods globally, and you know when you go back to the States that you are, when you go to the grocery store, you're looking like half the stuff in there, the corn syrup and all the other stuff that's in there, the red 40, everything that's dyed different colors, and you like, you got to go to the frozen food section to get your milk because it's not real milk. And you got to go to the frozen food section to get eggs because it ain't real eggs. And eggs are yellow instead of being orange in the yolk. Yes, in Colombia, you crack it open, it's an orange. You go to the United States, it's bright yellow when you crack it open. That ain't no egg. I'm looking like, man, what? I'm living life bass backwards. What did I do wrong, Lord? What did I do, Lord? What did I do wrong? I was just watching a video of Americans stranded in Thailand. I might do that video this weekend. Kings and Dreams showed it. Americans that are stranded, and these dudes have said, we're not going back. These were like black men and white men from different parts of the world, and they said, I'd rather live happily at peace on the streets of Thailand than to live in my home countries. One dude even said with his wife and kids back in the States. He said, I'd rather be homeless than live back home in the States with my wife and kids. It was a brother. The brother said, I'd rather be in the streets. I say, man. Woo. But yeah, man, the United States is a nice place to visit and to make money. Correct. 100% correct. I love people in the United States. I love the country of the United States, but it's a corporation. Make your money, enjoy the country. But if you don't have to be there, I don't see why you're there. Shout out to Monty being in the building. He said, I like big cities too. Yeah. I'm kind of like a big city dude too. That's why I kind of like chose Cali. Cali is like a big city, but not too big, like Medellin. Cartagena is not too big, but it's extra touristy. But yeah. Let's go on to the next video, guys. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, man. You know, like in when you see the miniseries when a slave run away and then he get caught, and you see how kind of like depressed he is when they dragging him behind the horse, heading back. That's how I feel like if I'm going back to the United States, like they got me like this and they dragging me behind the horse, heading back to the States. Like, come on back here. Come on back to the States. You know you belong on this plantation, boy. That's how, no, I can't do it, dog. I can't do it, man. No, man. Thank you, Lord, for blessing my life. I can't do it. Yep. That's the only way you'll get me back to the United States. Y'all be like, Dre is back in the States. What's going on? I'm making money. They paying me really, really well to be here for 90 days. That's the only way I could do it. That's the only way I could do it. I asked for triple rates. He said I asked for triple rates to be in the United States. Yeah, man. Yeah. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, bro. I'm with you on that one. Let's get ready to go to the next video. Okay. Move me out of the way.
Let me ask you a question, Edgar. Why are the passport bros not going to Sweden, Switzerland, Germany? Why are they going to Colombia, the Philippines, Malaysia, African countries? Why are they going there and not to Europe?
Because that's the choice that they choose.
No,
not every man.
Wrong,
that is.
wrong answer. And they're not going to stand for. They go to these very, very poor countries where your $50,000 means the world in a third world country, and they bring them back here, and the women are subservient, and they do everything the man wants.
Ladies, men want three things: fit, feminine, friendly. That's it. Nobody wants to move somewhere, take the girls back to America or Canada. We don't want that. Why? So they can get indoctrinated back into that Western culture so y'all can get into their ears? We want to move ourselves where we are treated best.
They swear, guys, that every one of these individuals that speak on women in other countries, they swear that these women are destitute. They swear that, like you guys will see, you come to Colombia, you see school teachers, you see kids going to school, high schoolers, you see colleges. If something happens to you, there's doctors around. If you need legal help, there's attorneys. You see police officers with jobs all around. You can go get your food in bulk at Price Mart, just like you can in Costco's and Sam's Club. If you want something for your house, you go to Home Center, just like you go to Home Depot or IKEA. You got down here, if you like to gamble, you got casinos all over South America, just like you got them in North America. We see the same. Beyonce will be down here in concert in a few weeks, a few months. I'm not going because I've seen her in concert a couple times, so I've already had my share. And I went to see her when her concerts were not as expensive. But yeah, I bet you she owns cats. You're right, Curry. She's mad. She's mad for a reason. Yep. And you guys bring her back, and you go to these countries. Why don't you go to? Do you know how many photos of dudes that are in our passport groups on Facebook that are all in Europe? You got YouTuber like Tobias the Traveler. Make sure you subscribe to his channel, Tobias the Traveler. And 90% of his videos, this brother is nothing but all of Eastern and Western Europe. All of Austria, Sweden, Switzerland, all in that area. There's plenty of brothers up in there. This brother got videos all up in Ukraine partying before everything went down. Passport bros are everywhere. We're everywhere. And we're not just one color anymore. We're everywhere. So when women in the United States, the crazy cat lady, you can tell that she's nothing but a woman that's worried about what we're doing. She's nothing but a crazy Karen. That's their choice. No, that's not it. That's not it. Yeah, she big mad. She mad, boy. One of you passport bros hurt her. And I'm going to say this for real. In all sincerity, this is why I went on monk mode in the States. Remember I said 2 years to 3 years before I met Andrea, I started smashing one chick. I told her, you'll never be mine. We ain't never going on a date. We ain't never hanging out. We ain't never going to do nothing. You can come over my house twice a week. Whatever your favorite wine is, I'll get 2 bottles. Whatever your favorite music is, I'll play it. You get 3 orgasms. I kick you out until I see you next time. There'll be no Christmas gifts, no birthday gifts. I'll never meet your daughter. I'll never meet your family. The only time I'll help you out with anything, if it's an emergency, we'll never go out. Don't ever ask me out, nothing. If you are cool with that, cool. If you are not cool with that, cool. I gave her a call. You guys have heard me tell this story. I gave her a couple days and she called me back. And she said, because you were so honest and told me that you didn't know what country you're moving to, but you're going to move out the country. And it was just going to be me and you as far as physical. She said, cool. And I smashed her for a year. The year before I met Andrea, I went on monk mode because I saw her start to have feelings. And I didn't want her to be like that, end up like that lady in that video. I had a few women that I had to like let go, and they cried and they were bitter. Now the women are happily married now, but guys, the reason why you need to get on monk mode also, or at least slow down. If you smashing 10 chicks per year, slow it down to maybe like 3. Slow it down and to be honest with them. Hey, I'm moving out the country, so this ain't gonna be serious. Slow it down to maybe like 3 or 4 a year, maybe even 2 or 1. Like I just did 1. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Dudes like us that plan on leaving, we ain't doing nothing but creating bitter women like that. That's all we're doing. Because we know that at the end of the day, I'm not staying in this country. So I might smash you, but we sit up here, we buying flowers, cars, candy, meeting pastors, meeting the kids, taking their dog out to walk, meeting their mama. We all at family reunions and church picnics, knowing that you plan on leaving in 2 to 5 years. What are you doing, bruh? So when you finally leave her, you creating women just like that. And so that's one of the reasons why I went on monk mode, to clear my mind, but I didn't want to hurt anybody. Because I hurt so many women when I told them that 1 year that I didn't know what country I was moving to, but I don't think I can see y'all anymore. It hurt them. And so I narrowed it down to one person because I didn't want to hurt a bunch of women. And some of you dudes, if you serious about relocating, kind of like pull back on all the women you smashed in the States. Now, outside the States, you can act a dang fool. You leave the States, you can do whatever you want. But while you're in the States, just make your money, bruh. Don't be trying to conquer every hot chick that come along. Let your eyes see them and just be like, dang, she fine, and keep on pushing. Even if she looking at you, keep on pushing. Because I'm telling you, you're going to hurt a lot. You guys like us that are good men, that are men that are about themselves, these women, they're desiring us. And they can't have us anymore because we plan on leaving the country. Now, for those of you that don't plan on leaving the country at all, okay, cool. But for those of us that plan on leaving the country in the next 10 years, don't be hurting the women. Because there's going to be a bunch of women. I'm telling you guys, I know this by experience. You are creating women just like in the video that we just watched. Those women are hurt. Like the one brother said, they big hurt. Yeah. Yep. It's a semi-retention while in the States. Yeah, just kind of pull back a little bit, guys. Like I say, when you go outside the country, do your thing, brother. If you go in the DR, smash whatever you want. But when you back in the States, pull back. Because I'm telling you guys, man, you guys are going to be hurting a lot of good women that's going to end up bitter. When I start letting women go, I kind of felt bad. I won't lie, I felt guilty because I was like, man, am I doing the right thing? Or is this the one? And I'm letting the one get away. But I knew in my heart that I was going to be traveling in 3 years. Now, mind you, I hadn't met Andre yet. And so I had narrowed it down to the one I was just smashing for like 6 months. And then I went on monk mode. And now to sit back and see these ladies on Facebook and they're happy and they're in stable relationships and many of them are married and they've moved on with life. It gives me so much peace to know I made the right decision by going after my life. I allowed them to have the life that they were going to have. Not one of them are sitting around as cat women. All of them are in happy relationships, and I'm so happy for them. Some of them husbands I've spoken with, some of them boyfriends I've spoken with, and I'm not talking about like, who is this? I'm talking about like really genuine conversations, happy for them both, because I'm already in a relationship, so I'm happy for me, and I'm at peace with being happy for other people. But if I stayed selfish, those women would have been so bitter at me. The next dude who would have came along while I'm in Colombia, while I'm with Andrea, and I'm happy, these women would have been so bitter in the States that they would have messed up an opportunity to have some good dudes that were still in the States because I was so selfish and I didn't know how to let them go until the last day before I left for Colombia. That's selfish. That's selfish. You got to let some women be able to be at peace. So when you leave, they can fall in love with somebody else. They don't have a root of bitterness like that woman does. I mean that, guys. That's one of the biggest lessons that I learned that allowed me to realize that my manhood was on a global basis now. It wasn't just American man. I was a global man. when I was able to realize, Andre, don't hurt these women. And I know I'm beating a dead horse. Don't hurt these women in the States, knowing that you're about to leave in 3 years. And man, it's giving me so much peace to know that these women are doing good, man. It's giving me so much peace to know that I'm doing great and they're doing great. Yeah, man, I kid you not. I kid you not, man. And it wasn't easy. I remember I think I told you guys this. One sister, she cried like she was a 4-year-old child. I mean, she was the executive for, she was one of the, she was about to be promoted to one of the VPs for Frontier Communications. When I tell you I used to get flew out, she was the one that was flying me out all over the world. She was flying me to this. What you doing right now, Dre? Nothing. I'm gonna fly you out. And she would just take the business card and fly me out here, fly me out there, fly me over here. And when I told her that I'm thinking about moving out to the United States, and I don't think this dude, to see a gorgeous sister, she was Black and Irish, just beautiful curly hair, and to see this sister just break down and just tears running down my chest, she just crying and just you are my future, you are my future, and I'll never forget that, man. And just the pain that was coming from her being, man. It's one thing to see a woman cry, but to see the pain just pouring through their pores, I said, I'm never doing this again. I will never hurt a woman like this again. And so I started being hella honest. I'm not living in the States. If you sleep with me, you sleep with a man that's not going to be living here. Nobody got any lies ever again from that day. Now, I didn't lie to her, but anybody after her got 100% true. I never want to see that type of pain in a woman ever again. Ever. You are my future. You are my everything. You are we're talking about sister, 6-figure sister, professional. Every dude wanted her. She's gorgeous. Love, intimacy, amazing. You could take her to a bar and have drinks and dancing, or you could take her to a fundraiser. And bruh, now she's happily married. And I kid you not, man. I never, to this day, I never want to see a woman in that type of pain again because of me, through me. You know, it's one thing to see a woman in pain because she's lost a child or a loved one has passed on, or a friend. But to see pain like that brought on because of you did it, man, I don't want to do that. I can't do that again. Y'all, some of you dudes that hurt women, y'all bigger than me. I can't do that again. I've hurt many a woman, but not like that. That blew me away. I was like, wow. But I had to. In order to get to this life, I had to sacrifice my old life. And some of you dudes want your cake and eat it too, and you can't have it. I'm here to tell you, if you want that true life that you want to have in another country, you got to do just like GJ said. You got to stop lying and you got to man up. You got to make that sacrifice. Like Michael Jackson said, you had to start with the man in the mirror. And I did, man, and it paid off. It paid. The life that I have today was because I was willing to be honest and sacrifice the life that I had in the States, in North America, to get to my life, my true life in South America, by allowing the women in North America to have the future life without me. And it's hard for us to do because we're territorial men. That's my property. That's my woman. I was the one. She's sexy for me. And to be man enough to sit back and say, she's sexy for whatever man she's going to have in the States, because I ain't the one, because I ain't staying here. I had to be a man to do that, man. And it was not easy, brothers. I'm saying it like it's easy, but it was not easy. And to see her and she was the only one that I was messing with. And the other women were crying. And the other women were in pain. None of them were bitter with me. None of them were cussing me out. But they were disappointed that we were not going to be together for the rest of our lives. And then even the one that I was smashing for those 6 months, twice a week, she started to catch feelings. And I was like, okay, it's time for me to go on monk mode. And as soon as I went on monk mode, guess who I met on my first trip in Cali? Your girl in there. I had been coming back to Colombia, and as soon as I basically went on monk mode, not even 2 months later, met your girl in the mall down the street. Go figure. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, man. That it was not easy to tell the females that you care about in the States, I'm leaving. I can't give you no more feelings. I can't give you no more gifts. I can't give you no more sex, nothing. I'm not about to play with your heart. I'm not going to pretend like I'm still be in the States. Nope. I'm leaving. And so it was. He said, Major League Baseball player Robin Carno made USD 240 million, and his son lives in DR with his mother, with less influential culture and better quality of life. Yeah, man, you got to do what you got to do. Yep, you got to do what you got to do. Whatever place that gives you peace, head to that place. I ain't mad at him. Thanks for sharing that, Pete. Let's get ready to go to the next video.
Out of the shower, your natural face. You can't use 7. What would you rank yourself? 1 to 10.
A 6.
A 6.
You can't make it up. Y'all heard it.
You all know her? Brazil with Renata Lopez, the young lady that I was introduced to.
Okay, the Brazilian young lady right here. This is the same young lady. We're put in the chat. What would you rank her? I put my number in. I give her an 8. An easy 8. A, she Brazilian. B, she exotic. I watched her channel, so she's very ladylike. She knows, she's fluent in English. She's sexy as can be. Can't use 7. Come on. We already know Kevin said you can't use 7. And then I'm going to let you see what she gave herself. So we got mainly 8s. Jay said she fine in person too, so Jay got a chance to see her. 8.5s. Since you got a chance to see her, Jay, what do you rank her? He said, I can't interact. He said, I can't. I've interacted with her, so I would be by. Okay. Okay, Charles. Thanks for letting me know. Because Charles, Mr. Brazil himself. I don't like you, Blade Runner, for cheating. So we got 8s to 7s, 7s to 8s. Andre quit selling. She cool. Jamar said that she's cool and her energy is 8.5. Needs a little more meat for me. Okay. So we all kind of like basically agree in the same realm, if only with personality included as well.
Brazil with Renata Lopez, the young lady that I was introduced to was Renata. First time meeting her.
If you, Renata, were to rate yourself, what number would you give yourself? Just your face.
5.
A 5.
Yeah, 5.
You have Isabella, who's 22, Diane, who's 24, Agatha, who is 23, and you have Renata, who's 36 years old.
She's 36 years old, and she gave herself, now you saw her body, you saw her face, very little, if any makeup, and she gave herself a 5. Why did I show that video? How women see themselves that are beautiful like that in North America is completely different how they see themselves in South America. And some of you guys, the reason why pay for play is so high, The reason why so many dudes get scoped and robbed, in other words, get drugged and robbed, because you put women on pedestals that don't put themselves on pedestals in South America. We're so used to how North American women that look like that treat themselves and treat others and expect that pedestal that we automatically assume we do that women in South America gotta automatically put themselves on a pedestal. And that's not necessarily true. We all know if you've been to South America, you can see a gorgeous chick that's working in a pharmacy or working behind the front desk at your Airbnb. They don't put themselves, they're so used to being around beauty. You got to be mega beautiful in South America to be a diva. You can't just be no regular gorgeous chick in South America. Like, I'm sexy. Yeah, you sexy for North American sexy, but you just a regular chick here in South America. I don't even need you. So when you dudes have that scarcity mind, that's why I showed that video. To let you guys see how she judged herself. And I've met a lot of women here in Colombia that see themselves as just regular girls, regular women. They don't see what we see. That's one of the things I like about Cali. That's why y'all always hear me say, we don't need that many dudes down here in Cali, because you all will treat Cali women like you treated Cartagena women and mess their heads up, and you treated Medellin women and you mess their heads up. So we don't need y'all to come to Cali and messing the women heads up here and thinking that that's how it's going to be from now on. It ain't nothing but jacuzzis and hot tubs like y'all did in Medellin. That's why we try our best to keep Medellin dudes out. That's why I slowed down on promoting Cali, Colombia videos, because we don't need Cartagena dudes in here. Because we're so used to having a put beauty on a pedestal mindset in the United States that we don't realize here in these countries, these women are like, I'm just a regular woman in my country. I'm cute, but we looking at them like, look at her body. Do you know if she was in the States, she would be, well, she's not in the States. She's in her home country. So celebrate the fact that if a gorgeous woman sees herself as a 5, stop treating her like a 12. Because guess what? Guess what the Colombian dude or the Brazilian dude gonna treat her like? A 4. All the women that y'all treat like they super queens in Medellin, them dudes be treating them like they 4s and 3s, like they can get rid of them and get another one. Andres' brother, Camilo, like 23. Nothing but the finest. Nothing but the finest. And he's just a regular dude. He's just a regular good dude. Got a great job. Went to college, graduated, doing his thing. He's got his, he got his little dimples and everything. He's a young dude, 22. But he keeps nothing. He be like, I've been this, that. And it don't be nothing less than what we consider 8 or 9 in the States. But these young women here, they consider themselves, I'm a 5, I'm a 6, I'm okay. I'm not the finest one. But y'all come down here with that extra thirst, and you mess up the environment for the next man. And so the next man try to get with a Catalina, an Afro-Colombian woman down here, and he can't because you done blew her head up and made her think that she's more than what she is in her own country. If a woman tells you she's a 5, treat her like a 4. I'm gonna say that again. Even if you see her as a 9, and you can see that she just wants to be treated like a regular female, she's a 5, you treat her like a 4. And she'll treat you like a 9. Yep, the train does not stop. The beauty train in South America does not stop. Yep, stop treating them like they're celebrities. That's a good one. That's a good one. Stop treating them like a celebrity. Shout out to you, brother. That was a good one. Yeah, Blade, you're right, Blade Runner. We were brainwashed. I know I was. Larry Perry says, advice received, advice taken, Andre. Yeah, I kid you not. It's so much beauty in abundance, like flowers. It's like flowers, man. It's like you pick a rose and you treat the rose like it's like the only rose in the world. Like, and you're standing in the middle of a rose garden with one rose in your hand, and you're treating that rose like it's the most amazing rose that's ever. No, it's just like the rest of these other roses that you're standing in this garden of 500,000 roses. Don't get caught up, guys. I kid you not. Don't get caught up. I watch Guapo. Shout out to Guapo. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. Live last night, he said it starts with the mentality if you want to change. Both of you successful men inspire me. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dapper. Yeah, man. Good people. Married to a Colombiana as well. Good people. But yeah, they made it back to the States and living their life. They just had a newborn. He's living his life. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm telling you, don't over. And thanks for the super chat, brother. Don't over. Yeah, like Jaman just said, ninjas and simps stay out of Cali, Armenia, and what is Paraguay? Yeah. Just stay out. Just stay in Cartagena, stay in Medellin. Y'all good. We love you, Medellin. Y'all stay right where y'all are, man. Do not be coming out here, man, because y'all take thirst to a whole new level. Dudes that go to Medellin and Cartagena don't realize how thirsty they are until they go to another city and they try to showcase that thirst in another city, and everybody looking at you like, why are you acting like that? I don't know. I guess I'm so used to being thirsty in Medellin. They don't take all that in Colombia. All right, let's go to the next one, guys. The next VTU.
What do you think about passport bros? What's your opinion about that concept?
Well, I think that, like they go there because they can't really handle us here,
Okay.
Because we have a lot of, I feel like they can't take the feminism and the fact that we actually speak up for ourselves.
Okay.
And, the fact that we're independent and we do our own shit. And they don't like it. Some people don't like, some men actually do like it, but these men, I don't know why, they're so against it. They don't like to see us shine. I just don't know why.
We're going to stop right there.
Yeah.
That one. Okay. They say that you guys, or we men, we can't handle them being modern women, feminists, independent, whatever you want to call it. Can I be honest with you guys when it comes to me with Ken and Andre? I noticed that when it comes to us passport bros and blue book gentlemen, that it's not that we don't want to handle. They say we can't handle, but it's that we don't want to handle that behavior. It's when we're looking for relationships. Do you ever hear feminism or feminist women? They never confess how many of them we done ran through. Let's be honest. They don't never want to talk about how many of them we have run through, rampant. You guys are like a plague like I was. We run it. COVID ain't run through women like we was running through women. The only thing that we complain about is when we decide to settle down for a relationship. We ain't. They talk about they can't get us. We were running through y'all. All y'all women that got interviewed. That's why you're bitter now, because I ran through you. Then like 5 or 10 more dudes in this chat ran through you. That's how you got bitter. That's when you wanted to become a feminist. It's so easy to run through women in the United States. United States is a hookup culture extraordinaire. You can meet a chick in the club in 15 minutes and you could take her to the ladies' room and run up in there like she was Scarface's sister. That has never been a problem for us men in the United States. The problem has always been when we are looking for a serious relationship, you ladies weren't worth being serious with or for. That's the problem that all passport bros have ever had. We ain't never had no problem with the fact that we run through you. All you single mothers are already proof that you get ran through. So that's a given. So don't never pretend like you ain't getting run through, single mothers. But when we wanted something serious and solidified, we couldn't find anybody that you could give us the sex, but you couldn't give us the sandwich and the silence. And then we could find somebody to freak, but we couldn't find nobody that was fit, feminine, and friendly. See, we didn't need you to be feminine and friendly when we were just smashing you on a drunk night full of Hennessy. And sometimes, big girls, we didn't need you to be fit because couldn't nobody know about you anyway. We just deny that we smashed you anyway, big girl. But when we were looking for relationships and we needed you to be fit, feminine, and friendly, we couldn't find it. If most of us in this chat reverted back to just smashing chicks, we wouldn't even need our passports. Let's be real. If our passports were dictated on smashing, we wouldn't need our passports. Most of us was running rampant. Some of you dudes still can get it in like on a regular basis with women in the United States. So all this trying to blend, my point is saying this, all this trying to blend when we were smashing chicks with when we finally got serious and we're looking for relationships, completely different time or completely different mindsets. Once we got to the mindset of relationships, we were like, ain't none of y'all worth a relationship. That's when passports start, let's go ahead and get these passports and look for women for relationships. But to look for women to smash, believe you me, Colombia and Brazil and Thailand, it ain't worth the flight when we was just running rampant through y'all. Just running rampant. And I heard that it's even worse since I left. You got women in threesomes and foursomes. You got women in swinger clubs, women that have orgies in their own houses, women that have got babies by 2 or 3 dudes and women. Come on now. If ain't nobody doing nothing, women in the United States is giving it up. Y'all giving it. Y'all nasty. Y'all giving it. Even when I was there, you wasn't that nasty. But when it's time to look for a serious relationship, y'all ain't worth it. I love you. I really do. Y'all can clip it and sit back and say, well, Andre don't love us. Yes, I do. That's why I'm telling you the truth. When men start looking for relationships, fit, feminine, and friendly, that could make a sandwich, sex, and silence, y'all couldn't fit the bill. And so we got our passports and we moved on. It ain't had nothing to do with your femininity. Ladies, you know how many feminists was getting their back broke in by dudes like us and then getting on stage giving a speech? Pro ladies, black girls rock. Why they got dick in their ass? You knowing your woman who you smashing is a feminist, but why she giving you fire head, you don't care. But when you got serious about relationships, she didn't fit the bill, so you had to get rid of her. Man, I know. Hey, am I the only one that ran through several feminists that was pro-woman? I mean, I have run through some of the most pro-woman. You can't tell me nothing. I'm a woman. I am woman. Hear me roar. Yeah, I heard you roar in the middle of your third orgasm. So when they try to make it seem like that we wasn't smashing them feminists and all them other women, dudes, I know I ain't the only one. I know it's plenty of you dudes in this group that was running through. Once they got out the bed and they cleaned themselves up, they were pro-woman. Man, listen, is it just me so pro? You can't get no more pro-woman than the LGBTQ women. They not only want to remain women, they want women. Bruh, is it just me? I was running through them too. You know how easy it is to run through gay girls, especially if you can tell that the dyke one is fine. You know how many dykes I done ran through with brush waves? Don't never let them baggy clothes fool you, because underneath them, dude, some of the finest women that you will ever run through is some of them dyke chicks. Same thing with those feminine women. But when it was time for serious relationships in my life, I wasn't looking for no dyke and I wasn't looking for no feminist. And so I was looking for a good woman and I couldn't find her. Yep. Dyke's still a woman. I mean, dude, I done ran through some of the finest, masculine, manly acting, tomboyish women you have ever seen. You like, oh my God. I met one walking down the hall at the college, pants sagging. She walked past, man, I saw that face. I was like, God damn, she fine. I ain't even see that body. Dude, when I saw that body, I was like, God damn. Don't never let them dykes fool you, bro. They be fine. They be fine. And they be trying to act as manly as they could. Be like, girl, stop that. And as soon as you hit it, all that femininity just come out. They drop that hip quick. Let's get ready to go. Let's go to the next video.
So I have a serious question, and I'm not even being sarcastic. Y'all know I like to play around and act dumb. Why is it that some black women will say, oh, black men ain't shit, all they are is abusers, they leave their kids, all this stuff, right? And I hear it all the time. And I'm not saying every black woman, because again, I'm black, I don't say shit like that, and I have a lot of friends who are black women who don't talk like that. So I'm not saying all black women, because there's some beautiful ones out there. But why do y'all say that and scream that at the top of your lungs? But when he's with a white girl or a Latina, now it's, she's taking our man. But it's like you don't even want them. So why is it when another woman has them and is cherishing them, now you want that man? Why? Because you see all the work she's putting into that man and you see him glowing from all the sucky she's giving him? Make it make sense. Do you really want black men or not? Or are you just saying that because of the two black men that hurt you? Or is it because you don't have a dad?
She said, are you saying that because of the two black men that hurt you or because you don't even have a dad? Damn. Yeah, she does speak real. She has a great YouTube channel. I watch her content all the time. Yeah. Yeah, she's good people. And dude, when she dress up, you just see her glasses and t-shirts on. Dude, I saw her like in a freakum dress. She said, I like to dress girly sometime. Man, and her hair is like the giant Afro Colombian with the giant curls. Like she'll have it in braids or have it pulled back or straight or something. But when it's a natural, dude, her hair is so long, like that big giant Diana Ross afro from back in the day, dog. That one, she one of the females that's like, she dresses kind of casual, tomboyish. But when she dress up, bruh, she is nice. She is what I was talking about back in the day. The ones that I be tomboys, yeah, break their back in, bruh. But I digress. She was saying that these women complain about you getting with Latin women or white women or whatever it may be of other cultures. But at the same time, these women are saying that, they don't want us. Bruh, I already mentioned earlier, women in the United States rank number 31 amongst wanted women in the world. 31. American men, no matter what race, ranks number 5 in the world. We are in the top 5 wanted men in the world, desired men. So if a woman in the United States don't want you, don't even trip, bruh. Don't even trip. I know some of you brothers, I'm loyal to the sisterhood. Well, good, because that ain't the only place where the sisters are, and there are more sisters outside the United States than in the United States. If you loyal to the sisterhood, you got 3.5 million Afro-Colombians that you can be loyal to. You got 2.2 million in Mexico. You got 1.5 million in Cuba. You got 12 million in Haiti alone. That doesn't include all the Afro Dominicans that you can enjoy. You got 14.5 million Afro-Brazilians. You ain't never got to worry about what a black woman in the United States is thinking. Ever again. Ever? No, never. So don't let there are plenty. Yep. 3.5 mil Colombianas waiting for you to get off a flight. And I'm talking about some that ain't out to hustle you, ain't out to use you, ain't out to disrespect you, ain't out to drug you or rob you or scam you. I'm talking about some good women, man. He said, you lose money chasing women, never lose women chasing money. Preach. I've heard that one before. That's absolutely correct. Charles said, I'm loyal to the sisters. He said, good. More blackies. More homitis. I didn't get that one from me. I don't get it. I mean, more Beckys. I'm sorry, I said blackies. More Beckys. I'm sorry. I got what you, now I see where you're coming from, Charles. Team Becky. Hey, I've been Team Becky many a year, bruh. Oh man, bruh. I remember I was going through this Italian phase. Man, it was like I was smashing nothing but Italian chicks for like 2 years. Oh my God. Then I went through this German phase, and then I went to this Asian phase, and then I went through this African phase. Like if you weren't from the motherland, you couldn't get it. Kid, you're not, man. When you a man, please. You get to enjoy this gift called life. Yeah, 3.5 million. Yes, there are. Plenty of options. There are over 5 different types of black in Colombia. They actually have like we just have black in the United States. You just black. Colombians don't have it like that. They got like, I forget what the 5 are, but there are 5 different types of being black in Colombia. 5 titles. Oh yeah, man, dude. I went through this. I smashed the last German that I messed with. She was like 6'1". I haven't had it. I messed with Sweden. Haven't had Netherlands yet. One of the last females I was kind of like kicking it with. She was a virgin from Ukraine. And if you guys know anything about Ukrainian women, they rank in the top 7 most beautiful women in the world. The Ukrainian women are fine. Not the ones you be seeing that's like in the gunfire. I'm talking about like the real fine ones. They fine. And this one was like a 22-year-old virgin. Not anymore. Not anymore. She's married now, happily married. And sometimes I wonder, I'm like, I wonder if she ever told her family. I mean, not her family, but her girlfriends or her sister. Yeah. My husband's not my first. Yeah, bro. She was strung out on your boy too. Strung out. Ukrainian women. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Fine. Ooh, she was fine. Okay. So that's the last video we're going to look at today, guys. And my point in showing you those videos is to let you guys know, A, you appreciate it in other countries and other cultures. B, don't overvalue women in South America because you overvalue women in North America. In North America, you're not as valued by women per se. But in South America, they let you know you are valued. They have no problem with letting you know that you're valued. You're valued as a man. You're valued to the family. You're valued to, like Andrea always says, she tells me this when I'm having a slow or quiet day. She says, Andre, you are the energy of this house. She said, what's going on, baby? You are the energy. Little things that keep you encouraged. You don't hear your woman in the States saying, baby, you are the energy of our house. You ain't never heard a woman in the States say that about that. You just a breadwinner. Bring in that money, boy. You're a breadwinner in the States. Bring in that money and give her that sperm and keep your mouth shut. Give her your money, give her your sperm, and that's it. That's how they treat you in the States. But Andrea always remind me, babe, you're the energy of our home. And I appreciate that. So at the end of the day, guys, also, some of the other videos that I showed you, like this first video with the Asian woman, she's right. The women in North America don't appreciate the manhood that you are looking to develop. Develop that manhood. Don't bring the negative parts of manhood from North America, because once you get to South America, they're expecting you to be a good man, boots on the ground. As soon as your feet hit the ground, they're expecting you to be a good man. So all the things that made you bitter or disappointed in North America, don't bring that to South America. Or women, like some of you dudes be like, well, I got trust issues. Keep that shit up north. I mean that. You got trust issues, stay up north or keep that problem up north. Keep that in customs. Don't be coming down here and treating South American women with the I got trust issues. That's what they got enough of that with these machista Colombian dudes that's insecure. You ain't nothing but another Colombian dude if you come down here and you got trust issues. You ain't used to being with a beautiful woman. If you ain't never had no pretty pussy, or if you just ain't used to being with no beautiful woman, or you got trust issues, stay in the States, bruh, or just use your passport as a vacationer. Don't be moving down here and having no female thinking she got a chance, to thinking she got a good man, and you just some insecure dude because a couple of females cheated on you in the States. Everybody been cheated on. And if you think you ain't got cheated on, yeah, you got cheated on. And if you smashed enough females like I have, you best believe you done got cheated on. So at the end of the day, all that insecurity, I don't know if I could trust. No, dude, stay in the States. Until you get your mind right, do not bring your insecurities that you have in North America to South America, because it ain't gonna work. All you domestic violence dudes, they rule with the iron hand. Stay in the States. They already got enough of you dudes down here in Colombia, in Brazil. It's enough of you dudes that's whooping women's asses in all these countries. You are not an anomaly. Ain't nothing special about you ruling with the iron hand. Nothing. So you might as well stay in the States with that, bro. If you gonna come to South America, do something that's gonna make you stand out. Don't hit women. You ever thought about that concept? Be secure about yourself. You ever thought about that? Have self-confidence. Have a good personality. Well-groomed. You ever think about that? Because that's what they're looking for. That's what women in South America are looking for. They aren't looking for a slouchy dude with a slouchy attitude and a slouchy life, but you got on a Gucci belt. Whatever is a flaw, we all got flaws, but whatever is a major relationship type flaw that you have in North America, work on that in North America, because you go come to South America and I promise you, some of you dudes gonna be highly disappointed. Some of you dudes gonna come to South America because it's easy to come down here. Shout out to my family right there. It's easy to come down here as a vacationer. You know, you come down here 5 days, 10 days, you have your fun. But when you decide to live in some of these countries and look for and it's easy to do it with pay for play and party girls. But when you are looking for somebody that you like, you know what? I've been to Colombia, I've been to Brazil, I've been to Chile, I've been to Ecuador, Panama so many times, I've been to Mexico so many times. Now I'm looking for somebody that's serious, that every time I go down, she got my back. You might not even be moving down yet, but every time you come down, she got your back. So now you're looking for something a little bit more serious, right? But if your mind is messed up in the United States and you can't trust nobody, you don't believe in nobody, and you cheap, and you don't believe in paying the bills and all, you can't do that in South America, bro. North America, yes, 50-50. South America, 100%, if not at least 80%. Yeah. Can you say Argentina? Yes, Argentina. Yeah. You want traditional? She's expected traditional. Traditionally, men pay for everything just about. So be ready to put yourself in position to pay for everything. Now, mind you, you don't have to buy everything. Just because a chick come in your face talk about she need an iPhone. Girl, if you don't take this damn Obama phone, talking about an iPhone. I ain't been smashing you for 6 months. You talking about iPhone? An iPhone is equivalent to 3 to 4 months of work in Colombia. You telling me what would take you 4 months to get on your own, you want me to get you in less than a week of smashing you? Girl, if you don't take this dollar store flip phone and give me some head, don't be falling for them tricks, dudes. I don't care how fine she is. I'll buy you an iPhone. Some of you dudes buying iPhones behind other dudes' backs. Like we don't know that y'all out there buying iPhones. Buying the Galaxy X23. Y'all don't think we don't know? We don't think that. Hey, do not act like we got 85 people here. I know it's at least 3 Western Union poppies right now in this chat. I don't know you personally, but I know it's at least 3 up in here. Stop that, bro. If she leave you, let her go. This is South America. Ain't nothing but beauty. Remember I said, do not be standing in a garden of roses crying about your one rose. I'll repeat that. Stop coming to South America, standing in a garden, 10,000 of the most beautiful roses you've ever seen. You're standing right in the middle of it. You pick the rose, it dies, and you sit up here crying over this one rose when all you have to do is let it go, and you have access to tens of thousands of roses around you. This should be the easiest continent to let a woman go in the history of the world. Man, I let a woman go. What? Please. Please. No. Now, I'm married, so my situation is different. But I'm talking about all you dudes that's like girlfriend, boyfriend, or you just looking for somebody to be cool with. Man, listen. All that ruling with, girl, where you going? Please. You got that dumb white boy in Bogota in prison for the rest of his life for deleting that female DJ because he thought that because his rose was dying, he couldn't pick another rose. I wish, man, hey, listen, the old Andre, you know what? It would have been me if I was that white boy in Bogota. That female, would nothing happen to that female DJ. You know why? Because all her girls was watching me buy all this stuff for her. And as soon as she acted a fool, don't worry about it. I'd have been running through all her girls like a plague. I've been beating all the little, she a female DJ. She done introduced me to everybody. Everybody in the club know me because I'm the white dude with the money from the States. Man, I'd have been running through so many females up in that club. Man, the DJ would have been, she'd have been known for the DJ that played nothing but Colombian slow songs. She'd have been so sad from watching me going up in all her friends. Believe you me, she'd have been up in there in Cartagena, in Bogota, playing BB King songs. She'd have had the blues watching me run up and through all her friends. Please, ain't no way in the world I'm about to delete some female. Nope. The closest I'm gonna delete a female is delete her from my cell phone then run up in all her girls. Y'all crazy. This dude up in jail right now. Some of y'all, I done heard YouTubers almost get into fights. Not YouTubers, but guys that have come down here to Colombia getting in fights with local Colombian dudes who are still dating the girl while you still in the States. And so when you come, she kick her little boyfriend to the side for a couple of weeks. And the boyfriend is mad because he like, oh, so you go kick me to the side for the Colombian, for the American dude with the money. So now you got to defend your honor to keep this Colombian dude off your neck when all you had to do was kick her to the curve. Bruh, y'all too thirsty with it, bruh. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all too thirsty with it. I'm like Easy-E. I throw him in the gutter and go buy another. There is no way in the world I'll be, what? If I was single, man, y'all better be happy I'm married. Y'all better be happy I'm married. Because half the dudes that y'all, half the women that y'all put up in y'all Facebook groups, I probably would have ran through them by now. Before you did. Before you even met them. I know. That's LaQuanda. I had her like 2 years ago. Believe you me. Y'all better be. The safest thing that ever happened to a passport bro movement was Andre got married. I'm telling you, man. Y'all think I just be talking, all right? Man, I be getting rid of them. I used to get rid of them. It ain't one finding them like, and you fine, and she fine too. What's your point? What is your point? But I'm about to head up out of here, guys. About to get some rest. It's 11 o'clock here in Colombia. I got some consultations to do tomorrow. I'm glad that we all made it in here tonight. We had a good time, great live stream. But guys, do not bring North America to South America. I promise you it's a completely different animal, and you will enjoy yourself and all the BS that women put you through, in North America. You'll be at peace here in South America. All right, guys, I'm up out of here. Kyrie, make sure that you drop the link to your channel so guys can subscribe to your channel, brother. Yeah, this was a good live stream. This is fun, guys. This was fun. This was a good one. All right. Shout out to Black Nubian in the building once again. Allah Dog is here. Shout out to you, brother. I didn't even get a chance to see you. He said it was discussing what the he was discussing what that guy did in Bogota. It was uncalled for. That girl was beautiful and had so much potential. He deserved what he got. He did. It was uncalled for to delete that woman like that. And you knew that you are with a pay-for-play party. You with a party girl. She's the DJ. She's the party girl. She is the ultimate party girl. She's the DJ. Instead of just enjoying what you got, I got a party girl. If I ain't in town to hit it, somebody hitting it. Believe you me, I ain't even in that world, right? I ain't in that party world. Even I got videos of her that could be on online triple XL videos. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I personally end up with videos, at least 2 to 3 videos of her getting her back broke in. I'm talking about, when I say back, I mean all up in the ass, everything. Just I'm talking about like, if I'm thinking to myself, like, if he had these videos, I could see how he snapped. However, it ain't worth all that. You got you a party girl, treat her like a party girl. Stop trying to turn into a housewife. That's exactly what he was trying to do. Why he's got a housewife and kids back in Texas. That's the one that blew me away. You in jail forever and your kids wonder, where's my daddy? Well, your daddy in Colombia. In Colombia, mama, what's he doing in Colombia? He in jail. He deleted a DJ. So sad. So sad. Yep, playing. I'd have left her playing Colombian slow ballads, smash it through all, because all her friends was fine too. Going through Colombian slow ballads. Yeah, man. I'm just telling the Blade Runner. With all them fine women in that situation is just be a consensuous objector, and I know I pronounced that word wrong, and find the next one. Yes, for real, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth throwing your life away. It is not worth it. Yeah, Armenia is good, but like anywhere, real estate getting bought up quick. You need to get in soon. Correct. That's absolutely correct. Buying property, apartments, Airbnbs, and a lot of stuff, homes in Colombia, they're buying them up fast, man. Colombians buy their stuff like soon as it's out there. They buying. While we kind of like, should I not? They buy it. They buy it for the long-term investment. Peace to you, brothers, as well. Shout out to my man David again. So was my thumbnail trash or nah? Andre love crossing borders. You talking about the thumbnail that you put in the group today? It was all right. It was good. You know what? It was clickbait. That's what it was. Because it made it seem like, hey, this gonna be my teacher. Is this what my teacher gonna be looking like? I liked it. Because all YouTube thumbnails are clickbait. All thumbnails are made to get you to click. There's no such thing as you clickbaited me. No, all YouTube thumbnails want you to click. So I love the thumbnail. I really do. But once they see the teacher is you and not the hot chick with the pirate outfit on. But I loved it, man. That's why you didn't hear me say anything. I loved it. I kid you not. It was perfect. All right, guys. So many dudes in the States catch cases over women, especially overseas. And yeah, I guess in the States as well, man. Don't do that, man. Don't ruin your life, your time, nothing over a woman. It is not worth it, man. It is not. Even if it's your main woman, you've been with her for 15 years, she got 2 of your kids. It is not worth getting yourself put in jail and the kids can't see you anymore. It's just not worth it. So at the end of the day, guys, I'm up out of here. Shout out to my man Tevin. He's the last comment I'm going to be reading. He said, now what Pookie's going to be blowing his wife back out, and a simp will raise the kids. Absolutely correct. All while he's in jail for life. In Colombian jail. Like if this room here could hold 30 people, Colombian jails will put 300 people in this room. It's bad, bro. It's really, really bad. Maybe we do an episode on showcasing, what it's like to be locked up in Colombian jails. It is not like in the feds. Believe you me. I'm up out of here, guys. You guys get some rest. My name is Andre of